if I'm live. Make sure I don't have the dreaded black box. Let's see. Yep, I am live. JJ, how you doing, babe? Nice to see you. And I'm just watching myself over here, just making sure everything's all good. Let's see. Hello, Carl. Hello, Darwin. Hello, Uber. Scottish. Jackie, what's good, Junker? Junker's busy season. Tammy, Karen, Valerie. How are you, sweetie? Thank you for your kindness. Everybody, how you doing? I think we'll get over here. I'm going to drink a beer. Yes, I look refreshed. All cleaned up after crawling around the coach today. And yeah, Marshall came back like gangbusters today. Hey, do you understand the seriousness? I had to laugh, you know. I had a supervisor when I did construction. It was like that. Do you understand the importance of a good frame at a home? Hello. Yeah, it's going to be a nice night. We'll have a good time. Back from babysitting, so awake at 2 a.m. Hey, Jay. Hey, Andrea. Nice to see you, Joan Ann. Yeah, we'll get cooking. I'm going to enjoy a beer. I got Bobby here tonight. Don't know if you can see Bobby over there. He's somewhere hiding out back there. So we're going to be in Kitchen Stadium. I'll have a glass with you. I want to have something to drink. I want to put the fire, make sure that the picture looks good. Shiloh, how you doing, babe? No, haven't taken a pot shot yet. Let's see. Make sure that's going on. Charlotte, how are you doing, sweetie? So it is Saturday night, huh? Let me see if we can see Bobby. He's kind of hiding out over there. There he is. What's up, Bobby? Bobby's enjoying the fire there. Let me get this set up. Yep, we're draining the swamp tonight. There we go. Let's make sure that gets a little stabilized there. All right. Sorry about that. Oh man, this thing's gonna be a little, you know what, tonight. All right, everybody said hi, Bobby. Let's see if I can just sit that here. I don't want my phone to pitch over. Good evening, spirits. I'm feeling all right. Here we go. It's just not going to work, is it? Okay, I think that's okay. I want to thank those of you who are along today. A long day in the motor coach. Again, today the signal looks good. Signal looks good coming from YouTube. I have it set up two ways tonight. Good evening, Marshall. Good evening, everybody on Elvis Travels. I have it set up two ways tonight so I can be mobile with the camera and see some comments. Yep, everybody said, hey, Bobby. Hey, Sandy. How are you, sweetie? Celebrating Rosie's only channel. I'm not blocked on. Why don't you just send me a Gmail, Alan? I can make it like new at gmail.com. Right? Cheers, everybody. If that wank wagon was ablaze, huh? It's a nice night tonight. It's not too cold. Are you cold?
Not that bad. No, it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, it'll get colder. What time is it now? Local time is 6:02 p.m. Hello, hipster. How are you doing, sweetie? A big kiss for hipster heaven. The go-to beauty guru. Hey, Penny Pincher. I got all my stuff set up on the table back there tonight. We're going to do a little bit of wok cooking. We're going to make some little bit of a sesame shrimp stir fry tonight. I got some really nice shrimp. I already cooked some rice yesterday, and if you're going to make stir fry, you have to really use cold rice to have the best results. Okay, it handles better. Warm rice just doesn't handle that well. So.
Make you drink live on the air.
Yep, go ahead, Marshall.
Grey goose, baby.
All right. Marshall's gonna gray goose, so.
Grey goose. Oh, yeah.
After your hard day of shopping today. This is a night beer before Christmas image, right? Well, I'll tell you one thing, my hands are doing better. So I'm not, don't have to wear the gloves. You got it, there we go. So I think it'll be pretty cool. It's not too hard of a recipe. Get all your, get all the shrimp in there. Get all the, you know, put some sesame in, get it good and hot. Get your greens. I got some snow peas.
Make this live on the air,
There.
Rosie.
Yep, yeah, make it live on the air, Marshall.
Just for you guys. Just for you. Just like that guy from Canada says, just for you and just for you.
Yeah.
KBD Productions. You know him, he does food reviews.
He does.
Just for you and just for you.
What's up, Bergs? Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, so that's the dealio. What's going on here tonight? Got everything in place. Once I get the shrimp kind of cooked out, I'll add a little bit of broth to that, a little bit of cornstarch, and we'll thicken that up, and we'll add the rice in. Finish that off with a little bit of soy sauce. I'll use a little bit of ginger powder too, which I really like. Shame on you, Bergs.
Now I would have mixed in some Rosie 7-Up, but she does. She puts
Hello,
the Mr.
Jan.
X on her 7-Up.
Yeah, I'm not going to take the strings out of the snow peas. They never do that in
All right.
Asia.
I'm gonna pour this
Go ahead
live
and pour
here.
it, Marshall.
Let's see if the camera can see me. I want to make it live.
You got to bring you got to bring over a cocktail table here, Marshall.
Well, I can do it right
Yeah,
about
there you go. You know.
Let me bring it up.
I'm already snorting tonight. Yeah, Michelob Ultra.
Only the finest.
It's my favorite beer. I love Michelob Ultra. It tastes good. So,
Let's see if I can show them.
yeah, do you got a table or something,
Well,
Marshall?
I can do it right here.
Can they see you on camera there? So there you go.
There we go.
You live? I kept coming check and see.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Rosie, can you
wanted.
just hold this for me real
Yeah,
quick? Let me
I
just do
needed
it.
to take a shower.
Classic moment here. Woo, Grey Goose, baby. Huh? The last bit of my Grey Goose. Now I'm gonna have Rosie. She's gonna be my
Holder. of
She's
cup.
gonna hold my cocktail. There we go. Woo! Gonna pour that in there. That's a lot bit of my Grey Goose right there. Let me pour in a little bit of cranberry.
Hey, Yujiro. Yeah, he's like a deck-handle deadliest catch.
There we go. Woo!
It's cocktail time on the
Cocktail
Rancho.
time on the Rancho. Hey, look at this. Woo! Eat your hearts out, trolls. Hey, it's getting hot up in here. Take off of all your clothes. Come on down now
All
to
right,
the Rancho.
this is not adult rated chat, Marshall. So here you go.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
There we
so
go.
Keep it clean, brother. So it's always good before you hit the kitchen to have a little bit of a cocktail before we get started tonight. The picture looks pretty good. I'm putting it up on the Verizon, and then I'm just watching it on the big screen, so we got the delay. I know, Sandy. What a showboat. Hey, Tara, how you doing, baby doll? Kitten cat in the chat. Kitten cat wants to pop my head off like a cherry, you know. On Thanksgiving, my family makes some food. Then Friday, I have to go buying a new tablet. Oh, that's awesome, Miguel. Grey Goose.
Did they show that Tara's there?
Yeah, Tara's there. Yeah.
Tara, did you get my
Yeah, Laura
picture?
probably didn't hear, Bob. Yep.
Tara, you get my picture, girl? Your Princess Shack is a wreck.
How you doing, Charlie B? Nice to see you, sweetie. Oh, your older tablet. Sandy Callie said hi, Bobby.
Yeah.
You know, I was working on, hey Amy, I was working on cleaning up this drain in the swamp in my channel, and you know what, I saw comments from Sandy Callie back in 2013 on there. She's been along for the ride a long time, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful, Bobby. Don't light your drawers on fire over there. It's Marshall's job to keep the fire going tonight.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep
Yeah,
that going.
so throw some more on.
Let me throw some more on.
Yeah,
there.
remember don't try to pick it up. There's a, yeah, okay.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna burn this little 2x4 roll?
Yeah, we're gonna throw that in there.
It's got some nails in there.
Yeah, burn it up. And we got a lot of logs over there. So welcome to Saturday night on the Rancho, everybody. Yeah, Bobby looks good. He's getting stronger. He had pneumonia. Yeah, we're gonna have some seafood stir fry. I know. How did you survive all those years, Sandy Callie? No, I don't think so, Kitten Cat. I don't think that would be. Yeah, don't light your drawers on fire. Yeah, you can't really start to perform your chef duties until you got a drink under your belt. I've never been much of a entree cook. I've only been to like a pastry. Put that screen on, Marshall. If you
Put the screen on?
yeah, did you put some more logs on?
I'm putting this cardboard on.
All right. Better have 911 on speed dial tonight. Good evening, Ward. I took a mental health break. Marcella broke my spirit. Marcella, man, what's up, Yosemite? Nice to see you back. 911. Elise Marie 5 will play the Hill Street Blues. Dee dee dee. Dee 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 dee. Dun dun dun. Ooh, do 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 do. Old man nuts roasting on an open fire. There we go. Yeah, I got plenty of logs and stuff there. Deb the RN.
Hi, Rosie, honey.
There we go, Deb the RN. Thank you, honey. Let me make sure this is showing up on my screen. There we go. So it should show up for me from now on. Thank you, Deb. Really appreciate that. Really do appreciate that. Thank you, Deb. And it's awesome to see you on tonight. I hope you have a good time and hang out. We're missing Marshall's Blue Shores. Where did the yeah come? It came from Drury. You talk to Drury, yeah. If he gets excited and he agrees, yeah. Lavender flower. Thank you, sweetie. If that'll pop up, let's make sure that pops up. Thank you, Lavender. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Lavender and the baked potato crew. Yep, hashtag. Let me make sure.
Hi, beautiful.
I got to make sure that's going to show up on. Let me see if I can adjust something on here. Thank you, Karina. Let me go to my Streamlabs for a second. Make sure my alert box. I'm going to remove it a second. Then I'm going to put it back. The alert box. Sometimes this. Man, can you believe it? There it goes again, Bob. Is that your truck?
Yep.
Every time they go down there, man. Okay, let's add that back on the screen. And yeah, let me get that thing set up there. Let me.
This is a test super chat alert for 30.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to be. Okay, there we go. So let's see, Bobby, I'm over here with the chat. So thank you, Lavender. That was very sweet of you, honey. I'm just trying to make a few adjustments on here. Let me push that to the side. Thank you. It looks like it's. Oh, you never got the notifications? I don't really know how to explain it, you know.
Oh, nice and warm here.
Yeah.
They said YouTube will take this as a video for kids with those bright colors Marshall has.
Get it on,
Please quoting Drury. He's a nobody has been. I like the way Drury talks. I'd like the yeah. Why I can't get this thing down more here. Make sure this is going in here. Oh, it's okay on there. There we go. Oh, I like Drury. But don't ever tell Drury anything in confidence. I think we all found that out the hard way. We got in stereo and all bedpans. I don't know. Do you guys ever had a good stir fry? Have you ever had a good stir fry before? See who else. If I missed anybody, is anyone else pixelating? I don't think I'm looking at my screen. It looks pretty good on here. Just refresh. Yeah, I don't see. I see a perfect picture on my feed. I see a really good picture on my feed there. All right, looks good. Yeah, it's a perfect feed. Has my ingredients ready to cook. There you go. No picture's good. Thank you, Deb. Deb, I hope you're doing well and keeping warm. Yeah, I wanted to just also put out there. You know, I know a gang wanted to come and visit the Rancho, but with the Lisa Marie currently disabled and rain in the forecast, it can get awful miserable around here. Janice Adams says I make a stir fry about once a week. That's cool. I see 241. There we go. Could be my computer is giving me a lot of issues tonight. Good to see you're still here. Destination unknown. Baltimore in the house. There we go. Woo! Baltimore in the house. There we go. Let me make sure I hope my settings are working properly tonight. Hope so. Good night, Harvey. Good night to you. Just hope that goes off okay. Is that Marvel like a... How you doing, Vicky? Nice to see you. Yep, it's time. Marshall to critique my...
Baltimore in the house, hun.
Shoot. You see something here. The alert box should be showing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's working good today. That's the problem with Streamlabs. It's so hit and miss. Thank you very much, Destination Unknown. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Well, at least the text is coming out today. That's the important thing. Let me turn the volume all the way up. I might go get my Bluetooth so we get it really loud. Yeah. Yeah, it's my turn to blame Marshall for interfering tonight with the cooking.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a right thing to this. This needs to be moved up there so you can see the hand light. It ain't doing nothing.
Alright. Let's get the Bluetooth on so it'll be nice and loud tonight, right? Get the Bluetooth speaker here. Let's turn that on.
Yeah, it's much better now you can see the van.
I think it's pairing. I don't even know if I got my Bluetooth on my phone, to tell you the truth. Streamlabs is such a bite. Anyway, I'm hungry tonight. Are you hungry, Marshall?
Not really.
Oh, that's right. You had Popeyes today.
Yeah, I had Popeyes.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing me some.
Yep.
Always so thoughtful. Hey, Johnny West. Yeah. Come back, as they say in Chinese, Kung So, empty-handed there. It is comfy. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby. No, it didn't bring me anything, no. Leslie, have a great evening, Rosie and company. 2 a.m. here, so I bid you good night. Thanks for such great content. Thank you, Leslie Barker, for being such an awesome subscriber. And thank you, Leslie.
Have a great evening, Rosie and co. 2 here, so I bid you good night. Thanks so much for such great content, loving it. 20.
Thank you, Honey Pie. I appreciate it. So, Rosie, first I couldn't see Jenja. Now I can't see Mouse Toes. Weird. 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 Was I offered a slice of pizza last night? No. Let me adjust this thing here. No, I don't think Marshall's trained that way. Let me enlarge that chat box so the whole message comes out. There we go. Okay. All right. Thank you again, Sweetie Pie. I really appreciate that. I have so many good friends in the UK and in quite a few in France now too. So, yeah. You know, go to the Rancho. She will cook for you. You will have stir fry. Oh man. So I'm just gonna finish my cocktail and then I'm gonna get cooking here. If you don't feed him, he might get the mess. Well, he feeds himself. He buys his food. Buys his food. How you doing, Cheryl? Nice to see you, Sweetie Pie. Also awesome to see you in here. Bake some and mail it. Yeah, Karina's like, you crack me up. I guess at the end of the day, I'm not worth a Popeye's chicken. I don't know. So, God, don't feed the person that's working on the van, right? Thanks, Marshall, for your consideration.
You're welcome. I'll buy you a new wig.
It's gonna buy me a new wig.
I said, you're welcome. I'll buy you a new wig.
There's that dumb laugh, you know. He came home like the Emperor of China today. He came to the house. I hope you realize the gravity of the situation of hooking up this converter box. Like we're going to be cutting a diamond, like the Hope diamond. Like we got to sit around and study it for a week, you know, or 2 weeks or a month, to make sure we got the proper cleave on it, right? Can you imagine being the slob cutting the Hope diamond? You know, oops.
I want to get on my legs. I'm gonna sit back here.
Oh man. I mean, geez, you'd be the kind of guy to bump into you when you're cutting a Hope diamond, right? Oops, sorry about that. I'm going out to get some chicken. Yeah, then they'll tell them to leave, you know. Well, you know, progress will be very rapid from here on out once the electrical system is in place, but it's a lot of work, you guys know, to get that all spec'd in and figure out what's going where. Because every outlet, every device needs a different kind of hookup, right? Make sure you, Jen, buy. Oh, you want something to eat? There we go. Yeah. Vicky. Vicky's like the #1 fan over here. Bobby, I'm going to get to cooking in a couple minutes over here, so
Oh, good.
I know you're hungry. So
Yeah, I've been there since like 1 o'clock.
yeah. So yeah, they're definitely from a different generation. Oh, you watched the documentary on that? Break out your credit card for materials. There you go, Kit and Kat.
Hey, Brooks. Hi, Brooks.
Bobby's waiting to eat here. Tell Bobby it's cold and rainy in Wilkes-Barre. There you go.
Oh my God, Wilkes-Barre. That's where I was born.
That's Bobby's stomping ground. You gonna do all those?
No, I
yeah.
was over there until I was 5.
Hey Priscilla, hi from New York. My mother Charlotte always watches you. Well, welcome to you, Charlotte. Glad to have you on board. Yeah, Bobby brought duct tape. Yeah. Hi, Kawana. How you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you. There's the lovely Kawana in the chat. Is the ground there?
Hi, Kawana.
It's just hard and dirt. There's been no rain here for months and months and months. So it's gonna look ugly for
You know
a
what?
while.
I'm hungry.
Bobby's well thought out. Do you want to snack Bobby some tortilla chips while you're waiting?
Hell no. Tortilla chips, no. I want real food.
All right, well, give me 5 minutes and we'll be cranking in Kitchen Stadium here tonight, okay? Let me turn this around.
Tell Charlotte. Feed me.
We'll be in Kitchen Stadium tonight. Try to get this situated over here for you guys. I've got ginger powder. I got the snow peas and all that. And these things, they've already had the little strings pulled off of them. They don't pull it all the way off, but this is the way I always had them in China. So I'm gonna take that off of there. Let's see if I can get this thing even open. My hands. Ooh. Well, there go half the snow peas on the ground. That's okay. I got peas too. They're good.
Keep this fire going, huh?
Yep. Get the fire moving, Marshall.
Yep. Let me get that moving.
Yep. Yeah, Kawana is really good, man. She's number one. She's beautiful. Huh? And I really love her content.
Doesn't get any wood?
See what's wrong with this plug. There we go.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to be about 5 minutes, guys. We'll be back in Kitchen Stadium. And we'll get underway. I might get one more small table just to mount this up to, or maybe use a tripod mount or something. I think you got a pretty good view. How's the view? Okay, right there. Yeah, we got. I'm not gonna put too much. I'm not gonna put too much cayenne. I'm not gonna put too much cayenne pepper on.
All right.
So
I guess I'll put my attention on Kitchen Stadium here too.
Marshall gets to. Marshall gets to critique my.
Stop talking to Rosie. I'm hungry. Let her go get the food
Let her
ready.
get the food in.
I've been here for like 7 hours and I'm starving.
Yeah.
All right, there's 2 minutes till go time, Bob. Marshall will keep feeding that fire.
Yeah, that's good right now. That's a good fire right now.
Let's see, I'm gonna get this side here.
It's not festive enough, that fire.
So it's supposed to be like shooting up in the trees and
Your pan's gonna be on this side, right?
I like a good, happy, cheery fire.
Your pan's gonna be on this side, right, Rosie?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll set mine up over here. Or maybe should I set it up in front here?
Anywhere you want.
What's better? Now there's light. This is just this side is good.
Okay.
Because of that light, this side is pretty good right here.
Bobby, get your butts again.
Mine is perfect right here.
Bobby in a couple minutes here. It's going to be a fast dish.
Oh, fast dish?
Because most Chinese cooking tends to be except the 1,000-layer pie and those kind of things.
Okay. Mine's is set up here. All right, let's see what Rosie does.
How stable is your thing?
That's
now,
fine. I ain't
Marshall?
going anywhere. I got the clip on there.
It's scary, man.
No, I've got that clip. If you
Okay.
look behind it, I got that
All right,
alligator clip
okay.
on there.
You'll be yelling at me if it goes
No,
down.
that ain't gonna go anywhere.
I'm gonna get a backup gas cylinder just in case.
Okay. It's fine.
You should have the back view, you know.
Huh? Yeah. The thing is, when sitting in the fire, you want to sit in the area where the smoke's not coming at you, right?
And then I just put more wood on the fire.
I put more wood. Okay.
Yeah, put some more wood on that baby. Let's get
Uh.
that baby gone.
Let me get that going.
All right, we're just getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to set up a second cylinder here. Get this second one set up. Hello everybody on the Elvis Travels channel. Nice to see you tonight too. Nice to have you in the house. I think that gives enough of a view. There we go. I'm going to go wash my hands right now. Make sure they're very clean.
I left that burner good enough now.
Yeah, that's good.
That's enough wood.
All right. Let's put some fire in the hole, man. Let us put some fire in the hole.
Gotta pick up.
We're all cleaned up here. Let's go ahead and chop some. We got peas. Go ahead and prep these up here.
You gonna move the garbage can?
Would you mind moving that garbage can next?
Yeah, you don't have to move back and forth. You just throw it
I
whatever you want.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Right there.
Okay, go ahead and rinse these off a little bit. You can rinse some paper towels out here too.
Okay.
All right, we are underway, guys. I like to get all my food. I like to get all my food preps done before I hit the fire on it. So, okay, we got that ready over there. That looks good. All right. Handling. I got peas.
What is it that we're cooking tonight? Because I
We're
want to.
cooking a shrimp stir fry here.
What's the name of the dish, though?
It is a shrimp stir fry.
There's no name to the dish.
No, that's it. A sesame.
Okay. Here's your towels.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah. Gee, thanks. You couldn't bring the roll out, right?
Why do you need the whole roll?
I brought you the whole roll out when you were cooking.
I don't know. If you want the whole
That's
roll.
okay. I mean, it's not like you bought them, bro. You know. I'm gonna clean up these a little bit. I mean, I didn't know I was on the economy plan when I was cooking tonight. You know, my bad. All right.
If Rosie is smoking a blunt, probably she should be because she's kind of timid. I think she. Why don't you start smoking weed, Rosie? You're retired. You're never gonna work again. Just get high like Whiskey OG and get back to your Bud Lights, and then Bobby can have you put his hand over your mouth and have you shut up like before.
Well, Marshall, she never shuts up.
I never shut up, man. I'm always talking here.
That mouth is always.
So we're getting
going.
our items. We're getting our items to stick into the fry. Welcome everybody aboard, and there's also Elvis Travels is broadcasting live tonight here too.
Those are snow. What do they call snow peas?
Yeah, these are snow peas.
Snow peas. Yeah, I love those. Those are
See how
really
I
good.
flick that right in the can, Marshall? That's the way they do it in the Chinese kitchen, brother.
Okay.
They don't have to move that can.
Why are you cutting the ends off? They're
I'm
good.
just getting the little nibs here. Okay.
They're eatable, though, right?
Well, they are eatable, but some people don't like them.
Did you wash and disinfect
Yes,
your
I
hands?
did. I got
You sure?
Yep. I washed my hands before I started. I also have my hands have recovered a lot from the damage that was done.
So you haven't put your hands anywhere they shouldn't be, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good.
I didn't put my hands anywhere they shouldn't be. Here.
Henry Wayne says, don't forget the mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. I don't think this is a mayonnaise dish here tonight. Okay, there we go. We got a nice pile over here.
Snow peas, green onions.
Yeah, snow peas. Yep, get that. I like to do my food preps.
Okay.
Okay, welcome aboard, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the content tonight. I'm always very thrilled. It's not often I do cooking.
Elvis, king of quality control.
Yeah,
Woo.
Elvis is the king of quality control. How you doing, HX? Thank you.
What's going on, HX?
HX in the chat tonight. Yep, king of quality control.
So this is this an American Chinese
No,
dish?
this is pretty much when I'm using a little bit of ginger and everything. You won't find many American places for using the,
Ginger, yeah.
ginger a little bit. Okay, this is what we call an authentic dish.
I was
here.
never really fond of ginger, but
We're only putting a tiny hint of ginger, and we're not going to overwhelm it. Okay.
now can you use ginger garlic paste for this recipe?
Yeah, you could use ginger garlic paste. I'm going to use a little bit of garlic powder.
Are you using fresh ginger
No, I'm using a ginger
powder?
powder right here.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to make some ginger cookies.
Like a granulated,
Yeah,
kind of like a granulated garlic, garlic
Yeah.
powder. Okay.
Yeah, that's looking good. So we're going to go ahead and put the heat to this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put some fire in the hole here. You really need 2 tables, so I'm glad I have a supplemental.
It's always a bit. I think this is.
Here we
There
go.
you go.
I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of sesame oil in there. Okay. You like that smell of sesame oil?
Oh yeah.
That's the real
You know,
deal.
my buddy from Talon cooks with a lot of fish oil.
Okay, yeah, fish oil
oil.
is a big selling product out there. So we're going to let that heat come up a little bit. I want to thank you guys for being along tonight. Better get a gas cooktop. Yeah, get a 2-burner. Yeah, there it is. Get a 2-burner. We're also going to put a cup. We're going to put a couple, got a cup of peas in there too tonight, okay? So we're going to let that get good and hot in the wok, and we got some beautiful shrimp. I'm going to go grab the shrimp. I've cleaned them off real well.
What about your eggs?
Yeah, I'm going to grab 2 eggs too.
I got organic eggs. You want to use those on me? Okay. I just want to make it taste better. I'm offering my organic eggs. I paid like $5 for some organic eggs. After I saw how they slaughter chicken on YouTube, Bobby,
Yeah.
it was pretty scary, man. I'm like, I don't want to eat that crap. I want to eat the good stuff.
I agree.
You know? It's pretty
I agree.
disgusting how they treat the animals. So I think this will taste better, maybe some organic eggs, since Rosie's going through all this preparation. I think I'm gonna, she'll take a couple of my organic eggs, yeah. Organic brown eggs. Sesame oil smells good. Yeah, only the good stuff. And I'll probably give her some, probably chicken stock is going to be better than chicken broth. So hey Rosie, to make it taste better, I'm going to give you chicken stock and use my organic eggs.
That's fine.
How many eggs you using?
Egg, just 2 eggs.
That's it? You sure you don't want to use
Well,
mine?
you can put 2 of your organics in here too. It's fine.
Oh, you got to have 4 total?
Yeah, I gotta have 4.
Oh.
Lift that pot up for
Okay.
me, would you? You can get rid of this for me. Okay, we got some beautiful clean. Yeah, that's
Why don't
fine.
you just use 4
You go
organic
ahead and
eggs?
crack 4 eggs in here.
Can I use my
okay?
organic ones instead?
Yeah, use 2. Yeah, just
Okay.
take these back and just use the 4
Okay.
organic.
You need this top back here?
Yeah.
I'll give you chicken stock instead. You,
Okay.
you need salt and pepper?
I think I got. Bring some salt out. I think I'm okay with that. go ahead and drop our shrimp in there now.
Put this over here. Is this cracked 4 eggs in there?
Yeah, crack 4 eggs and take this fork and kind of whip them a little bit. Okay. Make sure you don't get any shells in there, okay?
Alright.
Put that in there.
Using the good stuff right here.
We're going to put a teaspoon of
Pasture raised, born free.
Pepper in
organic
there,
eggs.
black pepper. We're going to put about a half a teaspoon. We're not going to overload this with garlic. Okay. Okay, this is delicate. We don't want to ruin the flavor of the... Did you bring the chicken stock out for me?
Yeah.
That's already looking...
Right here. I got more if you need
That's already
some,
looking colorful right there. Isn't
There's
it?
your chicken stock.
Yeah, looking nice. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, that's good right there. How's that looking, guys? That's looking colorful already, isn't it? In there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some of our peas in here too. And we've got that's a good amount. We got some hungry mouths to feed tonight. So because we got more people here, I'm actually doubling the recipe. Going to be adding some more sesame oil on there. Okay. Let that go real good. Make sure our heat's good and high.
You need any red wine vinegar? I got
No red wine vinegar.
You need it?
Nope.
Nope.
That's unknown in Asian cooking.
Okay.
Okay.
I got curry powder. You need curry?
Yeah, we're gonna let that get up to speed again. Bobby's looking hungry.
You want some curry powder?
No curry in this. This is not a curry dish.
Okay.
You can go put this in the house freezer, Marshall.
Okay. You want me to whip these eggs up?
Yeah, whip the eggs up. It's gonna be really nice. I got plenty of shrimp in here. Okay. We're gonna let that come up to temperature over there. And we're going to put a quarter of a teaspoon. We're not going to go hot with this. We're going to put about a half a teaspoon of cayenne in here, okay?
Your eggs are ready here if you want to get them. What do you
thank
want to put in
Sit
that
them
back
down
in the
right
house?
there, yeah.
You want these back in the house?
Yeah, that's fine. We're going to use about a quarter of a teaspoon of cayenne on here. Here you go, Marshall.
You good with that?
Yep, thank you.
Cool.
We're going to let them...
I got Rosie to cook with.
Yeah, you got me to cook.
Never
It's
seen her cook.
amazing. Never seen me cook before. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that color on that, huh? How's that color? Beautiful in there, right? It's a beautiful, beautiful color in there. Okay, we're letting that good. Hippie. Don't forget to flick a booger in there. All right, normally I got a wok burner, which is much more heat in there. Okay. We're letting this I want all those peas and things to start melding together with the flavors in there. You can see I got plenty of shrimp. I didn't go cheap on the shrimp there. Hello everybody on Elvis Travels. Nice to see you tonight. Thanks for being on the Rancho tonight. We got a lot of rice. This is going to be a real heaping thing. May not use all of that, but make sure you prepare your rice the day before, okay? It makes a big difference.
Now for this recipe, can you use...
We're not going to need much chicken stock because it's already producing its own juice in here, as you can see.
What kind of, can you use basmati rice for this? Can you use different rice for this?
I think you can use, I like to use jasmine rice there. Allie Dawn. Thank you, sweetie. There we go. Thank you. Well, you could put baby carrots in. You could do all kinds of things.
Little baby corn. You could put baby corn
so we
in.
want to get this really up to temperature good. Get this thing really rocking. So you can see the broth down there. We're going to thicken that up in a bit. Add some soy sauce, and then we'll be adding our rice and putting our egg in. But we really got to get
going last, right?
Yeah, we got to get that really up to temperature there.
Did you add your salt?
Normally, if you go to a Chinese place, the wok is very high
Very hot,
heat,
yeah.
you know. So we're using a medium heat. We're using rather a low heat.
Well, for wok cooking, you're supposed to be hot and fast.
Yeah, very hot and very fast. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate that. Yeah, you could put baby corn in. You could put bamboo shoots. This recipe really features sesame as a.
You could put carrots in.
You could put baby carrots in. You could put a lot of different things into it. So we're gonna let that come. Make sure that heats up all the way on there, and I'm gonna add a little bit of cornstarch in here too. That'll help thicken things up a little bit in there.
It'd be good if you could find shrimp stock, right?
Well, shrimp stock, what we're doing now is it's actually, the shrimp has released some of its juices now, Marshall, so.
Right.
That's what's giving the,
Don't you want to brown the shrimp?
No, you don't want to brown the
brown
shrimp. No. That's unknown in Chinese cuisine to brown. Okay, how's that looking? Pretty good?
You got to incorporate that cornstarch there.
Yeah,
Make
we're
sure it's not
incorporating that cornstarch right now, okay? Right in there. Okay. You can see that's already thickened up a lot. Right there. Okay. All right, next thing we want to do, we want to just add a touch of chicken stock because we already had a lot of juice in here. We're going to add just about a quarter of a cup of, I don't need this anymore, thank you, Mark.
Okay.
Alright. Gonna let that fire away in there. Normally in high heat you'd probably be done by now. So, alright, how's everybody doing on the chat tonight? Nice to see you on. Incorporate and reduce. That's it. The shrimp is fine. It'll be fine. It's already been cooked before.
I think what I would have done for this recipe is I would have probably browned the shrimp a little bit.
No, you don't brown the shrimp.
And then I would have put it to get a crust on there, and then put them back in.
And now we're going to add some soy sauce to it. Going to add about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce in there. There's hardly a Chinese dish that's not made with the soy sauce. So you can see it's creating a nice sauce right now for it. Okay. Once we put the rice in and everything.
Fish sauce would be good in there too, right?
Yeah, fish sauce would be okay. Yeah. The last thing we're going to add is the rice. We're going to put the eggs in next, and then we'll add the rice in. So we're going to let the eggs cook a little bit in here.
Don't you want the rice to kind of brown a little bit before you put the eggs?
No, the rice. This is not a brown rice dish. Okay. I mean, it's going to pick up some color once it goes into there. So. Okay.
That's good organic
it's
eggs.
Very rapid dish here. Okay.
But your heat level needs to go up a little bit.
Well, this is the highest heat level that I can.
I love you, Rosie. Heart 100. Heart.
There we go. Heart 100. So that egg will start to cook there.
Need some salt and pepper.
No, I think we're pretty good. I'm going to just take an initial little taste here. And let that egg start to cook in there.
So the cornstarch helps you thicken up.
Yeah, the cornstarch helps to thicken it up a bit. And then lastly, we'll put the rice in. See, the egg is already cooking in there.
You got enough soy sauce in there?
Yeah, I got enough soy sauce in there and everything. So we'll let that cook a bit there. All right, we have very very low heat there, so we have to let that. Marshall's favorite word is reduce here.
This stove here, this stove here is kind of it's not a very good heat.
Yeah.
My Coleman is a lot stronger than this.
Yeah.
It doesn't put out a really tough flame.
Well, it's not a really top flight flame, but it'll do okay. We're gonna let that cook some more of that egg in there. We're gonna let that just reduce a little bit. If we had very high heat, it would hit that and kaboom. Yeah, with high heat, fried rice is complete in 4 minutes. I just have a very low. I got a very low.
That's why I took
I got a very low heat here, but I got to do.
Have you thought about changing the stove, Rosie?
No, because I don't. You know, it's not a wok.
Right.
It's not a wok stove here. I'm just letting all the egg come together here. And the egg is starting to cook out in it. And it'll become firmer as it goes along.
Right.
And then once we add the rice in, it'll further separate the egg in there. So,
well, it's got a lot of moisture, so
yes, we got to let the moisture go a little bit because I don't have a high heat.
You need to let the moisture.
Yeah, once we add the rice in, it's all going to separate. It's all going to separate out of here. Okay. That's what we got going on right now. So we got a little fork or something. I want to take a taste of it. So.
Okay, I'm gonna get that wood going there. That fire.
Yeah, get that wood going. Yeah. We're gonna let that cook through a little more in there. Okay. All right.
There's a fork.
Yeah, thank you. Just take a little taste and make sure it's on point. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Could use a little more pepper. Just a tad more pepper in there. Yeah, you got to really have high heat. I have a wok burner in the house, so it makes a big difference. Okay, and then once we add the rice in, and that's pretty much down to the point now. Go ahead and add some rice, and we'll add some more soy sauce to that. Okay, and that rice is going to start to pick up color here. Okay. It's going to look more like the traditional fried rice here. And then we can let that steam for a couple minutes. Start to let that. I got a lot of mouths to feed here tonight. Finish off with the final bit of soy sauce here. Right. And soy sauce already has a lot of salt, so add too much to it. So we're gonna let that soy sauce and that rice absorb a lot of the. There we go. Now it's starting to look like a more traditional type of stir fry there. So we're gonna let that reduce a bit and heat up that rice. Let that go for a bit now. And we're just about ready to serve. Live.
Nothing is ever good enough with this guy.
Here we go. We're going to let that cook off a bit now. Yeah, it looks good. I've had a little bit of a taste of it. Tastes good. Go ahead and add our last bit of rice here. And that rice absorbs a lot of the
liquids.
Yeah, a lot of the liquids and things, and it bumps it up to a more traditional looking stir fry. So it's just about done. We're gonna let that rice warm up good.
Isn't it a little soy?
Yeah, it's got plenty of soy. It's got plenty of salt. The soy is very salty, so we don't want to really add any supplemental in there. Okay. So we're going to let that finish off a little bit. That rice is going to absorb some of that, and we're just about ready to serve you. So we'll make Missy Jen a plate. We'll take her in a bit first. Okay. It's very rapid. We want to make sure all the rice is, it was cold rice.
Yep.
So, there we go.
Can you believe it, Rosie? Cooking on the Rancho outside of November.
That's it.
Well,
I never cooked that much.
Usually doing the bikini baking or radio repair. Radio repair in the daytime and bikini baking in the nighttime.
That's it. I'm not much on much on that. For the final little bits, you can open that. We'll just add a little spank of ginger to this. Okay, just a tiny little bit. Ginger is a very strong spice. Okay. Go ahead and give that another stir in there.
The whole
Different
point
tiers,
is, I
you
guess,
really
you have
need
the
to
rice
hide.
soak up all the liquid,
Yeah, you
right?
get it, and then the rice starts to re-dry out again, and it starts to. That looks pretty good.
You want the rice to soak up all the liquid.
Yeah, the rice is soaking up the liquid in there. It's starting to look pretty good. There's a lot of shrimp in there. We'll let that just finish off for a minute or two, and we're ready to serve it, Bobby. Woo!
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Well, this is a fast dish. I'm not really a cook myself, but I've made this a few times, probably not since 2012, 2013, when I was more interested in Chinese cooking, exactly. So.
And then you got carried away with bacon.
Yeah, then I discovered baking. So.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and let's get Missy Jen a plate here. All right, you want to get a plate there from the wall? Okay. You set some down, and let's serve her up some here. Yep. Let's serve her up some here. All right. Give Jen a good.
A lot of good pieces of shrimp.
Yeah, I got a lot of good pieces. I got a lot.
That's pretty much done, huh, Rosie?
Yeah, that's pretty much done. Why don't you take that into Jen?
All right.
And I'll serve Bobby up here. It gets fluffier also as you continue to put the heat to it. That looks pretty good. So Bobby, grab your plate. I think there's some forks there too. Give Bobby a good portion here. All right, I've got the heat off now.
Like Rosie says,
Grab your plate, Marshall.
Dinner's
Yeah.
ready.
ready.
There you go, Bobby. Marshall, you got your plate?
Yes, I do. Just a little bit for me, not that much. Just a couple scoops. That's good.
There you go, brother. You get your couple more
That tastes
shrimp.
good.
There you go. All right, enjoy.
Let's see. Good shrimp. Nice.
Yeah.
I like the sesame seed.
Yeah, you got a little bit
oil.
of sesame
Got a
flavor.
light little nutty flavor.
All right, I got to go
I can
get
smell
my.
the sesame seed working good with the sesame oil working good with the ginger here. There it is. Oh, you guys can see that better.
Very good.
Good flavor. Nice shrimp. Good.
Very good.
Simple dish. I didn't want to do something of your level. I wanted to just keep it simple. Keep it simple tonight.
The sesame seed. You can taste the hint of cayenne.
There we go. So there's plenty of it.
Cayenne and sesame seed, sesame oil,
let's
shrimp
sit
were
it-
good together.
Let's sit at the wall and we'll check it out. See what people think. Okay, guys, nice stir-fried rice. I got my chopsticks. I'm gonna move over here and get you guys into the picture a little bit. There we go. All right. Let's sit this down here. Flip that around. Yeah, I don't like to overwhelm it with too much salt or too much spice. Alright guys. Let's tear into her. Thank you, Katie. I think it turned out okay. I think it turned out. You know, somebody show Hannah the door. All she has ever been is a troll on this channel. I'm going to ask one of my moderators to give her the boot. I'll take the honor of doing that myself.
Good, really good.
Yeah, send Hannah pack, and all she ever does is troll. So have a good night, Hannah. She trolls Elvis. She trolls everybody. So, all right, enjoy it. Yes, she was, Cheryl. She's never left a positive anything on the channel. It's always negative.
Pretty cool fire.
If you can't enjoy that, you can't enjoy life. It's not perfect, but
You know, this dish reminds me of like a paella. I think if I could mimic this kind of dish
oh yeah, I can work the chopsticks many years overseas.
with Creole flavors, Rosie.
Yeah, I like the.
Use Cajun seasonings.
To me, it hits just the right levels of spice without being crazy.
Well, the cayenne.
I only used about 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne in it.
Yeah.
He's like a front end loader. Yeah, there we go. Use the liver. There we go. I think for first attempt out of the gate after years, I think it turned out pretty good. It's a good balance of vegetables and plenty of shrimp in it. It turned out good.
Yeah, it did.
Now, if I'd had high heat, those eggs would have been scrambled in a minute because of a low. Thank you, Kit and Cat. I appreciate it. Says, all right, I'm gonna go get a beer, Marshall. Help yourself to some more if you want, sir. So. Bobby, any more for you? I'm done. Thank you. Not bad, huh, Marshall? Good, huh?
Pretty good, yeah.
Myself a beer and enjoy dinner.
Now, the only different thing I would have done was probably fried the shrimp and eggs separately.
Well, on high heat, you never have to. You just pour it in with the same time.
Well, when they make it in the restaurant, they use a smaller portion, and the flame is really high.
All right, there we go. Thank you, Kenny Guy. Thanks for making me hungry. Looks delicious. Keeping this vid. I want to try the try the dish. There you go. Make sure you put it on really high heat when you have a wok. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. Woo! I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So what else would you have done different? The egg?
Well, you have very low heat there. So what I would have did was I would have probably fried the
Thanks for making me hungry. Looks delish. Keeping this vid cause I wanna try this dish.
There you go. It's a very simple dish. It's really hard to destroy it.
What I would have done, I would have fried the shrimp and the eggs separately to get more of a golden color on them. Caramelization, I would have probably took them out. Then I would have thrown in my vegetables, and then I would have thrown in the rice, and then I would have put the shrimp back in.
Chinese don't brown shrimp.
What happened with that would create a caramelization at the bottom of the pan with
Thank you, Lavender.
shrimp.
Elvis, just say thank you.
I think that's probably what I would have done.
Rosie, you did an amazing job, Elvis. Just say tie.
Just say thank you. That's it. He's all filled up on Popeyes.
Yeah, I had a couple of. You know what? That Popeye's chicken sandwich. They showed it on YouTube. And the thing about it is, it was a huge sandwich on YouTube. And then when I went there in person, the thing was as small as the palm of your hand.
I'm just saying.
It was the biggest ripoff. It was good.
Skid loader.
They're using the brioche bun, but I can't believe when you look at it on YouTube, when you go have it in person, it's the biggest ripoff. And they want to charge you almost $5 a sandwich.
For Popeyes and organic eggs.
I'm telling you, the chicken was.
Well, Marshall, it's always bigger when they advertise it than when it actually is.
Well,
Bobby, you want any more? No. Excellent. What did you think? Excellent. Huh? Excellent. Excellent. All right. I think it's got some pretty good flavor. Is there something to eat for tomorrow, too? Yeah, that hit the spot, man. That really hit the spot. That hit the spot. Oh, man. Let's see. Dancing Dawn, how are you? So, honestly, hey, Uber Goob, how big was the chicken sandwich, really?
I'm telling you.
Show me with your hand.
I'm telling you, literally, the chicken itself was smaller than the palm of my hand. The chicken breast was, I mean, that thing was, there's no excuse for that. You know, there's flagship sandwich that comes out, they're talking about it, and they serve it up to you like Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich puts it to shame. And Chick-fil-A, they're pretty stingy on their meat, but even Chick-fil-A's is bigger.
So who do you go to get a chicken? Like McDonald's McChicken, the spicy?
That's not even, that's a processed chicken.
Yeah, but $2 for $1. I mean, what the heck?
That's not a real chicken sandwich, though.
Well, it's real chicken.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the people were showing that on YouTube, how big it is. And then you get there in person, it's terrible. The size of it. So,
I don't know. So where do you go to get where do you go to get a good chicken sandwich?
Chick-fil-A is the best. And number 2 is Wendy's. Popeyes is a really big ripoff.
Well, I'll have to try the Wendy's.
The Wendy's is incredible. If you tell them to drop it fresh, it's a really good sandwich. You know?
There you go, Amy.
Is there a Wendy's in Santa Rosa?
Yes.
Where is it at?
It's over next to the Best Buy over there.
Oh.
Down by Costco.
Yeah, our Popeyes is really ghetto here. The one in Roner Park's even worse.
I couldn't believe they served up a sandwich like that. I was thinking of actually just getting my money back and walking out. That's
Really?
how bad it was as far as the size of it. It was good,
Wow.
but the size was so small.
It feels good to have a good meal. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it really hit the spot. It's no fancy cooking. I mean, it's just really simple. Could it have been better? Yeah, it can always be better. If you use a high heat, you'll always have a good result. I have a wok burner on my stove inside. But this would seem to be an easy dish to make when you're on the road, you know. Don't you think, Marshall?
Well, the rice, a lot of people are finicky on cooking rice. But
I think it'd be a great road dish to have.
think, you know, with shrimp, shrimp is a very, it's a thing you got to really flavor up. Because it's kind of bland if you don't really.
No, come on. I'm going to be live on here for the next 3 or 4 hours, just drinking and hanging out and having fun tonight. We got the fire pit going.
Yep.
Over there, so we'll have a good time. I do like Mark. You know, you never grow as a cook unless you can stand up to criticism.
I think everything.
How was the flavor profile though, Marshall? Pretty good.
The flavor was good. I like the sesame. I like the sesame oil with the shrimp and a little bit of cayenne. It worked pretty good. But in fried rice, you need caramelization, and you can only achieve that with a very high heat. And so if I made it myself, I probably would.
You're saying you wouldn't do it unless you had a high heat,
I
right?
wouldn't do it unless I had a high heat. And I never liked Asian rice. I've always liked basmati rice. I'm partial to basmati rice, so I think if I remade this again, if we made it with basmati rice and we had a little bit of a higher heat, it'd be dynamite. And
yeah.
And even putting a twist on it, you don't have to use Asian spices.
Yeah, because normally
Cajun.
when you put the eggs in at very high heat, they immediately scramble in there, but there's not really a
Right.
high enough heat. But they still, all the absorption on the rice was good. So.
I like the recipe, but I would tweak it more towards. I would use all Cajun seasonings. I would go Cajun, and I would use basmati rice. And it'd be
Thank you,
dynamite
Sean.
If you did that, the Cajun seasonings, or you could go curry.
Yeah, they said basmati rice doesn't go in Chinese. I agree.
But it's fusion though, fusion cooking, you know.
Fusion cooking.
And yeah, and I think I would. You could add bell peppers in there, onion. You know, you could add whatever you want.
Shoot, Marshall, I didn't even eat lunch today, you know?
Yeah.
No wonder I'm hungry. What'd you think, Bobby?
Very good.
Anything you'd change in it?
Very good. But better than going to a Chinese restaurant.
Hey, thank you. Just a little tip for your good company, all the hard work and patience you have. He has never steamed steak. There you go. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. Well, that was the first time.
Rosie, just a little tip for your good company, all the hard work and patience you have. P.S. Never steam steak, LOL.
Never steamed steak, brother. Seems to be the consensus across the.
I'll tell you what I
across
like
the-
to steam. A BBW in the jungle room for 60 minutes. Are any one of you women enough? Woman enough?
This is a family-friendly channel now, Marshall.
Yeah.
Well,
Not down
It's cold, Shams.
Rosie, do you like steamed buns?
No,
Toasted
not really.
buns.
Not really.
Come on, be honest here. You like Hershey's chocolate sauce on some buns?
Ah, there we go. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing, honey? Nice to see you, sweetheart. Oh, man.
Rosie loves rice. And when I say rice, you know the old saying, rice, chocolate, and beans. Rosie prefers rice.
Well, it's like Katie said, Rosie, if Bobby says it's good, it's good. He had to cook for an army. That's right. Bobby was
Yeah, I did.
United States Army cook, man.
1,000 people at a time.
1,000 people at a time. That's right. Did you ever get tired of seeing bacon, Bobby? Huh?
What did they used to eat, Bobby?
What's that?
What did they used to eat?
Well, we used to cook.
Well, thank you, Susie. I've eaten with chopsticks so
bacon,
many
eggs,
years. You can't live in
pancakes.
China
coffee, orange juice.
In China, it's unknown to put a fork or on your table.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. Hot Frog says, thank you for your service, Bobby. Thank you.
And I'd be there first thing in the morning, open up the mess hall,
Yeah.
put all the bacon on the tray, make the coffee, but don't turn the oven on.
Don't turn the oven on, and go get the sergeant a pack of smokes, right? Up
Yeah.
there.
No, I used to go get Sergeant Cummings a pot of coffee and a pack of smokes.
Yeah, Bubba McKinney guy said, U.S. Army guys love Bobby. Tell Bobby to make Army blueberry cobbler.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby was kind of the breakfast guy. Right? All right.
Well, I was a PFC, and all the other guys were like E6s. So they were all alcoholics. They couldn't get there in the morning, so they say, "Okay, Mac, you go there and open up your mess hall for us."
Hey, what a nice surprise to have Bobby on the Rancho tonight, huh? Patricia Wakefield said, "Say hi to Bobby" on
Hey,
there.
hello everyone.
Yeah, Mr. Z, Bobby. There you go.
Hey, Bobby, Patricia's so cool. She sent us some groceries
Yep.
here to the Rancho.
Oh, wow.
And she got me and Rosie, she bought me and Rosie beer.
Oh, that's so nice of them.
Yeah. she's
Chinese food is the root of all Asian food,
So nice.
Amy.
She's really good people.
Everything else is a derivation off of that. Japanese, Thai, all of that uses a base of rice and yeah, there we go, Brooke. Trying to hint from the. Well, I'm gonna drink some beers with you guys tonight. I'm very happy. I got to be honest. I'm happy about the flavor profile. I think Marshall is absolutely correct that if you hit that with high heat, it would change the profile of it a bit. But I think for the flavor being all there, I would rate that out of the gate for me cooking is pretty good. I'm not doing the complicated stuff Marshall's doing, smothered pork chops and the chicken dishes, both of which were very good. I'm going to put it out there and say that I really enjoyed the tenderness of that. The steak I thought was, needed a different methodology to cook that. But that's the way. What's the one food you refuse to eat? Man, that's a really good question. Man, there's pretty much nothing that I won't eat. Is there anything I've never not eaten, I've never tried before?
Well, you should have tried some of that pacha at the Assyrian place.
Well,
Stuffed intestines.
yeah, there was the sheep intestines I didn't eat, but only because I didn't know exactly what they were. And I do regret not eating those because I've eaten mutton, I've eaten cat, I've eaten dog, I've eaten everything that you can consume on planet Earth. Balut. Thank you, spirits. I appreciate that. Refuse to eat shawarma. I'll tell you, I've had some good shawarma up in Michigan.
But the
What
one
was
that
that
was
place?
the
The one
best
in
was
Toronto.
right?
Yeah, the
El
Korean
Gadir,
meat.
El Gadir Market.
El
right?
Gadir Meat Market. That shawarma was out of this world. Chicken liver's okay. Salt in the swing. I like kimchi. Yes, I do. It was lamb. Was that lamb sausage that it was stuffed with, or what was it? I do regret I didn't have that. So.
Oh, that was the pacha at
Yeah.
Marshall's. It's not lamb. It's sheep intestines and sheep stomach stuffed with rice and lamb.
Okay.
Is what it is. And
Yeah.
it's a delicacy in the Middle East. It's called
Yeah, it's a
pacha.
delicacy in the Middle East. I really enjoyed it. That Larsa buffet was amazing.
But
Matt and
Rosie
Eric,
ate
how
so
you
much,
doing?
You didn't have any room left.
I ate a ton. I'm embarrassed how much I ate at that buffet. that
She
day.
couldn't even move. After that, she was
Marshall,
like a
like you're filling out that dress.
She couldn't get up for a while after she ate that.
Oh
She
my
stuffed-
goodness!
She stuffed her gullet.
I never
I've
had
never seen Rosie eat so much at the Larson's. She was really cleaning out some
I
major
enjoyed
plates.
looking at the ladies too to see how they dressed. And
That was eye candy
They
for
were
me.
dressed to the nines, man, and they were some of the most gorgeous women I've ever seen on planet Earth.
Yeah,
That went into
yeah.
that buffet. Oh my goodness! You know,
Yeah.
that was unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievably good. So what did the dog and cat and dog taste like? They kind of put it in a stir fry. One time I had it outside of Seoul, Korea, and this second time deep in the hinterlands of Xinjiang, way up in northwest China.
That's got to be disgusting, right?
It tasted. I mean, it's meat is kind of meat. I mean, you can't get the association out of your mind. They don't really do that anymore, by the way. They've banned a lot of that. They banned that now. All of that. Hong Kong and a lot of places you're not allowed to serve dog or cat anymore. Bibimbap is good. I've had that a lot of times. I've enjoyed that. I'd never eat a dog or cat. I'm only field rat, but it's popular here. Yeah, how dare you eat kitten cat, huh?
One thing that I really hate
We
is...
got some cleanup to do, brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you have?
We got some stuff to clean up. I need to pack that rice, but
Oh, okay.
if you can carry some of the things inside to be put in the fridge,
Okay.
that would be, the soy
Alright.
sauce and spices I got to put away.
Okay,
If
cool.
you just put them in the counter, I'll put them where they belong. In there.
All right.
I'm not sure what the temperature is here now, Marshall. What's the temperature?
It's got to be 50 degrees.
50 degrees.
Probably.
Why don't you
Not
move
bad.
up a little bit so that you
Oh.
can see what's going on?
See
Thank
what's
you,
going on.
Allie. Have a great night. Enjoy your beer at night. You definitely heard it. Thank you. Thanks for your service to our country, Bobby. Check out Slaughterhouse
See you, Bobby.
Survivor. It's still going on. There we go.
See you, man.
All right, Bobby.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming over. What a great surprise.
Yep.
Have a great night, Rosie. Enjoy your beer and night. You've definitely earned it. Thanks for your service to our country, Bobby. Victory hand.
Back in a minute, everybody.
You gonna pick us up?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with my truck.
All right.
And then we'll go over to the Boston Jets.
All right. Cool.
Bobby, are you okay to drive?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. What's going on? What's going up on my chat here? Gotta go put up that fire. Yeah, I gotta go build up that fire. I'll be back. Oh man.
I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe it. You guys stand by. We're going to get cleaned up a little bit and then drink some beer. And still not much cleanup in here.
Not really, no.
Yeah. Not much.
So, firewood you got, Rosie?
Yeah, yeah, it should be enough. I mean, you can grab a couple more big logs back there. So I got to keep that going for about 2 or 3 hours tonight. So.
Got some big logs in here.
Yep. Yeah. I'll take care of this. Maybe go back carefully, get your flashlight, and get some more big logs to put on there and
Yeah,
stuff.
just be careful of snakes, right?
Yeah, be careful of rattlesnakes.
Should be a good fire to cook on here.
Get that fire going, man. Woo! Guys can watch a little cook up here tonight. Time to clean up a little bit. Then I'm gonna enjoy a slice of the coconut cream pie. Woo. You want to do me a favor and carry these things for me? I'll put this on the top of them.
Fire going on.
Marshall, can you grab the box, please?
Okay. A slice of coconut cream pie. I guess I'll take this down one way. Set this up here. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna make you guys hungry here. For all the Rosie fans and Elvis Travels fans. Oh, is it on this one? There it is. Coconut cream pie. Filling's good. The crust came out a little bit hard, but the filling is good.
Oh boy. Yeah, that fire looks good now.
Yep.
Sit here and have a smoke for a minute. I'll be right back. I'll be right down.
Coconut
boy.
cream pie.
Cleanup's almost done. I'll pack up the stove.
All right.
What are you gonna make next, Marshall? Huh?
I'm gonna make a tuna salad sandwich, and I'm gonna make fattoush Lebanese salad, and I'm gonna make the boula, which is the parsley salad. Health eating. I got a bunch of fruits and vegetables, so I'm gonna make me this.
I challenge you to make an Italian red sauce.
I made a red sauce before.
I've made it 100 times.
I want to do quick, easy things. But
Marshall, your last meal took 2.5 hours. Mine took a half hour. Why don't you make some ethnic Iranian or Marathi dish?
well, if we can get, I want to make kubede, which is the ground, but we need the
Is that on the spit? I got the skewers.
yeah, we need the flat, thick skewers, and we need something to put. We can cook it over on that thing,
Yeah.
but you need the skewers.
Should have bought them in Michigan.
Yep.
Eating good in the hood, man. Yeah.
Well, the filling's good, but I can't eat the crust. It's too hard.
Your teeth must be made.
I like a very buttery, flaky, soft crust.
That crust is plenty flaky.
It's too dense.
Make some tabbouleh. Make some baba ganoush.
Get me a beer, guys. Negro Modelo.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying the afterglow of a full belly. Got myself a piece of pie here. Myself a piece of pie. Have myself a piece of pie. Get a little bit of coffee in me.
The whole point of the fire is to be close to it to get out of heat. It's too cold there. It's got to be. All right. Move my camera a little bit closer to the fire.
What are you going to make, Marshall? A tuna sandwich? What kind of challenge is that?
It's got a lot of different. It's healthy food.
Tuna salad?
It's a tuna salad sandwich with a lot of different things in there. A tabbouleh salad and a kind of like a fattoush salad.
What's a fattoush?
A fattoush salad it's a combination salad that's made in the Middle East. So it's all about health eating. I haven't bought any ice cream or nothing. All I have is yogurt and some good quality peanut butter and jelly on whole wheat bread, and I'm going healthy. I'm going healthy and good and refreshing.
Nothing wrong with that crust.
And so it's going to be good quality protein, good quality.
I got to do a lemon icebox pie. That sounds good. They said that Popeyes is real healthy.
Well, I haven't eaten that. That's a binge. You can binge from time to time. I had a couple of chicken sandwiches. I don't eat a Popeyes every day.
Thank you, Spirits.
But I'm going to show people healthful eating in the next tomorrow or whenever. I'm going to show people I saw a good recipe on YouTube for a tuna salad sandwich.
Okay,
I'm going to make some fattoush. I'm going to make some tabbouleh.
Why don't you make some baba ganoush?
Well, for that you need eggplants, you need tahini.
Yeah.
You just can't make baba ganoush. You have to have tahini.
Well,
You have to have eggplants. You have to roast the eggplants.
okay.
There's a whole process to it. You got to have good pita bread. I haven't even seen pita bread in the store here.
You're about the only token Middle Eastern one.
Yeah. So it's like, I want to make baba ganoush.
What can you do with a fire pit like that, Marshall?
That is excellent for kebabs. I'm telling you, if you get the skewer, you can just hold the skewer and cook it over the fire.
Yeah, he enjoyed the stir fry. Yep.
My favorite food is Middle Eastern and Indian barbecue and seafood. But when you have a fire like that,
Thank you, Kelly.
you could cook kebabs. Would be great on that. You know, if you could get.
Why don't you cook some kebabs?
Yeah, it'd be great on that. On top of that open fire, there ain't nothing like cooking on an open fire like that. You know.
Thank you, Linda.
But the thing is that,
Cupcake said she wants to see you make some tabbouleh and fattoush, maybe some hummus.
I want to make hummus, but I want to do it like the right way. I want to do it with the dried chickpeas. Baba ganoush, it's easier because you can do it fresh. But with the hummus, there's a process. You have to soak the chickpeas overnight. You have to have a food processor. There's more involved with the hummus to do it the right way.
Tasted good.
I don't think Rosie has a food processor.
I do. I only have it. Maybe it's a good size one, Marshall. I think I do have a food processor.
You could do it in a blender, but I want to make dishes that are easy to make when you're on the road. I want to make some jambalaya. I want to keep on making one-pot meals because I want something that I can make in the van, not something very involved. I want to make goulash. Chili mac.
William Wallace says the chat's moving fast. I'm sorry I missed you. Man, I just kept working today. I didn't even stop. I just kept going at it.
All right, let me get my. I like to sit
Isn't
close
that,
by the fire.
isn't that huge? I know.
Yeah, it's nice to sit by this fire, man.
Oh man, nice.
Nice and warm.
Shift our venue a little bit over here.
That's the whole point of having a fire, actually.
I know, Marshall.
In my opinion, just sitting by the fire and enjoying the fire. You know?
That's why I'm going over the fire. I'm going to sit it on a chair over here. Oh, my hand's so sore I can barely grip a coffee cup. Oh.
These kids ever go to sleep here?
No, these kids never.
It's unbelievable, man.
Marshall, this is a very active neighborhood here where we have a high density of people living here. If you respect them, they respect you. You know? Oh boy. Yeah, this electrical work always takes a toll on my hands. Pulling wire is a lousy job.
I don't understand this neighborhood, man. It just is. There's a lot of rooms behind.
I'll be right back, guys. I want to get another piece. That pie will be gone in 10 minutes. What don't you understand about the neighborhood?
I don't understand how all these people got here.
Why don't you go grab some more firewood?
All right.
And I'm going to go grab another piece of pie.
I'm gonna do that. Yep.
Yep. Take your flashlight.
Yep. We got a good fire going here now, as you guys see. There it is. Oh man. Good fire. We'll go grab some firewood. Putting your legs by it actually feel better, so I'll do that. Get some more firewood.
This is just a high density urban area. I mean, can't beat it. What did you do with the stick? Where in the hell is the stick? Oh man, you're just not used to a real high density urban dwelling yet. This is like camping, huh? Yeah, it's a noisy neighborhood, but it is what it is. I like the sound of people. I like noise. Yeah, keep that firewood coming. That's nice, huh? Yeah, kids need to play. It's nice to see kids outside not on the computer. You feel like you're camping, huh? That's cool. Here comes the fire marshal. Oh man, he's got a Yule log to pop on. You weren't messing around, were you? Huh? You weren't messing around with that log. I like the sound of the kids playing.
I can't stand it.
Why? They're just having fun. You know, were you ever a kid?
I can't stand it. No, I don't. I never liked playing with kids. Even when I was a kid, I used to go to certain wedding parties with my dad and family. Kids used to be running around. I would fall asleep. I never liked to play with children. I couldn't stand the playing. It's so immature.
Okay, well.
I was done with that probably by about 10 years old. I can't stand
Yeah, it's not even
teenagers and kids socializing. I can't. They're so. Even college kids, I can't stand them.
It's
I like
not
to be
even.
away from anybody that's in their 20s and below. I can't. It's annoying to me. Seriously,
It's not even 8 o'clock. You know.
I know.
It's Saturday night.
But they're playing over it like it's a park.
Well, all we have is the alley here. We don't have a park. The public park is a ghetto park. You know, they'll get killed over there if they play over there. Marshall, the nearest park is far. This is it. All we have is the
public street here. Is what it is.
No, it's a private drive for the apartments. All we have is asphalt here. That's the only thing that they can play on. You know.
And the thing is that I don't like. I don't even like college people in their 20s. I don't like being around young people. It's annoying to me. They're annoying. Anybody like 20s, teens, I can't stand them. That's why I didn't like going to Key West on spring break. I just don't like being around that crowd. And I never liked it. Even when I was a young kid, like I said, I never played with the kids and ran around at these Syrian parties. I just never liked that.
Did you take a Syrian language class or anything?
I could have went to Syrian church and learned how to read and write a Syrian.
Yeah, my kids went to Chinese language school when they could sit up in the sofa.
And I still can, but you know, I just think the people the children that play like that are outdoor playing, they're in a way they're good because they've got social skills and they're not introverts in a way that's good. And there's some other kids that are like geeks who just sit behind a computer, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying I'd rather deal with children who are the geek style because they're so quiet and they don't really cause you trouble and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But they're introverts, have no social skills, so everybody's different, you know?
Well, that's right, everybody's different, but I enjoy the sound of kids laughing and playing ball.
I think it's annoying. I can't stand it. I don't like any noise at all. Even when I'm camping out somewhere. That's why Rosie knows I'm very picky about where I overnight at. I don't like.
He doesn't like to hear any noise at all.
Yeah, I like the quiet areas, and so that's where me and Rosie differ. She'll park anywhere. She doesn't care. With me, I'm very picky. It's got to be a nice spot because I don't want to hear noise. I don't want to hear soccer moms. I don't want to hear banging shopping carts. I don't want to hear bratty kids. I don't want to hear.
Well,
bragging.
he enjoys going into very quiet residential streets to boondock. So
Yeah. I mean, like over here, if I had to boondock here, I would never boondock here. You couldn't pay me. It's terrible. And I'm imagining myself if I was out there right now, urban, like I'm imagining if this.
Hey,
here
random
wasn't a
trucker.
Rancho, if this here wasn't a Rancho, it was a parking lot. Say if this was a Walmart, right? This would be terrible to boondock at. To hear this crap, you know.
Marshall, we boondock with punks in Milwaukee and stuff.
You know.
4 o'clock in the morning, they're still out there going
The
strong.
kids, it's nighttime right now. It's dark. They should be out. They should be, doing their homework or doing something on the computer or playing a video game. What are they doing out at this time of day?
It's only 8. It's not. It's only 7:50 at night.
Well,
You need to read the movie. You need to watch the movie Scrooge.
number one, that's a public street.
You're like Ebenezer Scrooge.
That behind you there is a public street. They're impeding traffic. That's against the law.
Marshall, that's a private road.
But it's
It
still,
belongs to that apartment house.
it's a private property.
That's why it took me 14 months to get a permit.
That's not a public street?
No, it's not.
I thought it was a public street.
No.
So where does that road go to?
Those addresses like mine, they're all on Dutton Avenue there.
So where does that go to then?
It just goes to a dead end at the end of it.
So it's not a public street.
No.
It still is a street though.
Well, it's a street, but it's an apartment house street.
It's
Don't you understand? These kids got nowhere to go. There is no park around here.
If
There
I
is
was a
no.
security,
They don't
if I
have.
was- yeah.
They don't have money. They don't have computer games. They don't.
They've got money.
The dad cleans carpets every day. The mom's out there cleaning apartments.
So does that mean that the rest of us here that are neighbors, we got to hear this crap? I got to hear this.
It's only Marshall. It's 7:51 on a
I
Saturday
hear
night.
this crap all day long, man. It gives me a headache. You hear this day and night with this crap.
Oh, go make that dish. Yeah, use a very high heat. Yeah, let the kids play.
If
Why don't you pull up your seat and have a seat?
I'm gonna get me a beer.
I know I'm shining into the light here,
Oh.
like
Okay.
there's an asteroid going to hit you in the head or something. There.
But bottom line is that if you like noise, that's you. I don't like noise. That's where we differ.
I grew up with it. Didn't you grow up in a big family with sisters and noise and yelling?
Noisy.
It wasn't noisy with all those people.
My sisters would talk loud.
Marshall,
yeah.
your family was almost as big as mine, okay? I mean, it was a huge family, okay? So you tell me everybody was quiet?
Look, right now.
My family would smack each
Look
other
how
in the head.
peaceful it is right now. We'd rather have it like this really was before. Look how peaceful it is right now.
That's why we call this our little patch of heaven in a sea of hell here.
Well, it's not really peaceful, but it just stopped. But it's like, noise doesn't bother you.
No.
See, it bothers me. It really does.
Noise is comforting. Why do you think I'm an urban man?
Noise bothers me, and the thing is, people bother me. Noise plus the noise that people make. Obviously, that doesn't bother you because you go into the lion's den.
Yeah.
But the
I
thing
like
is,
noise. I try sleeping in Hong Kong where they're serving food on the street till
so
5
if you
a.m.
like
in the morning
noise,
and stuff.
why don't you live in a more urban area then?
This is about as urban as it gets up here.
Not really.
Really?
No, it's not.
Well, what would be more urban? Downtown?
I consider
In a
urban,
high rise down
I
there?
consider urban if you're living on Devon Avenue in Chicago. You're living in the apartment above the grocery store. That's urban. A city like Chicago, where it's built, where the apartments on top and the businesses are on the bottom. That's
Marshall,
urban.
if you look at a map of Santa Rosa, we are dead smack right at center of the spoke right here, okay? We have a ton of apartment complexes here, tons and tons of people. You see the parking on the street, you know?
Right.
You're spoiled by Mr. X's neighborhood, where the train's going by and the plane's
Well, see,
going.
no, you know what the difference? I'll tell you the difference between Mr. X's neighborhood and your neighborhood. You want to know the difference? Mr. X's neighborhood it's a white area. This is a Mexican area.
Right.
And the white area that Mr. X lives in the people they park in their garages, okay? Some people might park on the street, but there's plenty of parking because there's only 3 or 4 people living in a house. You got 30 people living to a house here, man.
I know, but look at how much. Look at how much. Look at how much rent is
That's
here.
the difference between.
You could rent 3 Chicago apartments for one slum place over here.
No,
you know,
it's still. In other words, if you look at it per capita, you got a house by Mr. S's place. It's got a white family with 2-3 people. Here you have a house with 30 people to a house. You can't even. In other words, they're crammed in here like sardines, like a
yes,
sardine
that's what I'm
can.
trying to tell you. So when they have a little bit of noise, big deal. You know,
So
let
when
them.
you have a lot of people in a small area, you get, number one, no parking. Number 2, you get crime. Well, you got crime here. Number 3, you get noisy kids, and we're not even talking about the homeless problem. We're just talking about the people problem. So if I had to choose,
Mr. X's Street looked like a retirement community. Okay, I mean, I didn't see any young people there at all.
Mr. X's Street was a lot quieter than here.
Yeah, of course it is.
Look at this crap. It just goes on and on. And you know why? I grew up with part of my life I was living with my sister. You know what got me to living in a van? It happened in 2010 when I had to live with Narce's mom, with Narce and his 2 sisters and brother, and I had to listen to their crap every day, right? And you know what? It was 2000, it was the year of 2010, where I got a tax return for $1,400, and I said to myself, I need to get an Astro van and live. I need to get the hell out of here. But I decided I was going to get a convertible instead because I was doing the whole Elvis thing, so I got a convertible. But what hit my head that I got to get out, live in a van, was living with my sister and her 4 bratty kids growing up and listen to that crap every day. Listen to this same crap right here. Every day, day after day, we can't even sleep, right? And that's where I said to myself, I got to get out of here and get my own space and live in a van. So the reason that I started wanting to live in a van was because I got tired of living with my sister with her 4 bratty kids growing up, making all the noise. I couldn't stand it. And
it's not
that was
bad,
part of the
Marshall.
reason why I went to live in a van. This is like goes back like 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
It's not that bad.
It is.
You know?
It's. And,
Look, these.
and that's the reason. That's it's bad.
Well, that's all those kids have is that street over there. That's it. We've had a lot worse over there. You know.
Yeah, so I mean.
I mean, that's the place the guy got zip tied his hands behind his back, and they put a bullet in his head over there. So.
Yeah. So to me, I hate noise because this stems back all the way to living with my sister and her kids and getting tired. And now listening to this, it is annoying to me. It is. It gets under my skin because the reason that this happens, okay, it's not the kid's fault. You know whose fault
costly.
it is? You know whose fault it is? The parents.
Yeah, but what kind of jobs? Most of these people are working low-end service jobs and stuff.
The reason that kids act out and they're noisy like this and yelling, the reason that they yell, what is
they're
the reason
having
they yell?
fun. They're playing ball.
Yeah, the reason that kids are like this is because the absence of parental guidance. That's the reason that they act like this. And that's one of the reasons that I'm living in a van, because I wanted to get away from that. Get away from living with my family, living with my sister's kids, hearing noisy neighbors and stuff. So this goes back, this is part of my lifestyle of why I live in a van, because I don't want to hear this crap. I want to be able to turn the key and go somewhere and not hear this crap. And that's what's great about living in a van. But when you're living sticks and bricks, you just got to deal with it.
Well, at holiday season, we'll really see how the tough live out here.
Yeah, I mean,
You can go spread some holiday cheer. Maybe you'll have a Charles Dickens moment of a Christmas Carol, you know?
but the bottom line is this. Living in a van sets you free. And believe me, I look at it this way. It's pretty quiet here in the nighttime. It's
Good
pretty
night,
quiet for
Mama
the most
Sparky.
part. But for the most part, when you have the luxury of living in a van, if you don't have to listen to this during the daytime, you can go somewhere else and not listen to it. And that's what I would exactly do.
I don't even hear it here anymore, you know?
Well,
Honestly, I like
you
to hear
must not have
kids.
a good-
I like to hear kids playing on the streets and stuff. You know.
I don't. To me, it's annoying. I like peace and quiet.
Well, you should complain to your landlord.
Well, I mean, look. You know what's annoying about it? It's not the playing. It's the screaming. It's the screaming.
Kids scream, you know.
It's the screaming over and over again. It's annoying. Yeah. Kids play, but did you know kids also scream at the top of their lungs? Did you know
I'm
that?
gonna hit you with my space gun, Marshall. I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit you.
And the screaming is annoying. It might not annoy you.
No, I don't even hear it. I'll tell you the truth. I've been here so many years, man.
Right.
You know? I mean, this is life on the Rancho, man. You're in an urban, green spot in the middle of a jungle here, okay? I mean, honestly, compared to what this neighborhood used to be like, this is like a dream. You can hear gunshots all the time. Oh boy. Get rid of my coffee cup and saucer here for pie. Oh man. Oh, look at that fire pit, guys. Does life get any sweeter than that? Does life get any sweeter than that? Yep. That is Saturday night on the Rancho right there. Saturday night on the Rancho. And nice. They're playing. They got their boom box out there on the alley there.
Yeah, plus they got the boom box going.
Yep, Saturday night, Marshall. Saturday night. Saturday night. Yeah, Lisa, I'm nothing, honey, when it comes to Asian cooking. I rarely cook. As Marshall will tell you, I'm all about ramen noodle. It's all about ramen noodle. I'm laying on my couch in the quiet. There you go. Bring him to the RTR. Well, yeah. Well, these kids aren't that loud. Doesn't really matter to me. Look at that, guys. Is it getting better on a Saturday night? This is my hood, man. This is my hood. Yeah, love the fire, huh? It's nice. Life had just begun. La da doo doo doo. Let's throw the Lisa Marie on the fire here, huh? Okay, thank you, Bella Rose. How you doing, sweetie pie? The Queen of Buffalo in the chats. Thank you. Yeah, I think you guys have been on my streams enough. You know, it's a very urban area here. You know.
The car can't even get through. You see that?
Well, they can just wait a minute for the kids to move.
It's a bunch of bratty kids. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Oh, thus spake Zarathustra. All right. There we go, guys. Give you a good fireside view. That'll be the Christmas card this year, huh? That'll be the Christmas card, right? Ooh, I don't wanna cry. Yeah, kids got good taste in music. Yeah, this is home. You know, we all wish we could live in a better place, but it is what it is. Compared to what it was 8 years ago, it's like a dream now here. Lock him in the bathroom. Let me sit the chair here so I can see what you guys are saying here. See if I can get this adjusted. Hold on a minute. Get that. Thank you, Fundy. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I'm not going to be able to use that chair. Oh, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. Yeah, he'll be good in the old folks home, right? Yeah, that street's a dead end. I mean, Mr. Z's been here. He knows that. I don't know. I'm a easygoing kind of person. Nothing really bothers me too much. Oh, yeah. I don't hear anybody playing, Christine. It's just nice and nice and. You know, to me, I like to hear kids that are having a good time, you know, and playing ball, throwing the football out there. There isn't really a park around here. So, it is what it is. A few beers, open fire, and some good sounds. How you doing, Dreary? This kid's a megaphone, huh? Yeah.
You gotta hear their mouth and then music. On top of that, the babbling, the California children babbling, plus the music. And then in Chicago, you hear the doo, 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 doo.
I like Polish food very much, Lisa. Lisa, yes, I do. I like all ethnic foods. Now, the one I haven't tried is Ethiopian food. Ooh, ah, ooh. It's nice, man. That is a full pit right there. Feels really good. You just put your hands up on that. Really nice, guys. This is what living is like. Oh, Ethiopian food is the bomb. I've heard that. I've heard that Ethiopian food is pretty good. Yeah, I do play ball with them in the springtime, not so much in wintertime. Yeah, get some super soakers, right? Yeah, eating anything with your hands. Oh, you do too many marshmallows, huh? Fried locusts. Oh, the big disgrace. Need to toast marshmallows. Yeah, we got our marshmallow holders here. We got them. Yeah, you like that? That's some mood lighting there. Set that up for you guys. That's your Christmas card from the Rancho. There's your Christmas card from the Rancho. Thank you, Sherry Russell. $3.99 from Sherry Russell. Thank you, sweetie.
What I'm having tonight is
Modelo Negro.
beers.
That's pretty
Called
expensive,
Negra
man.
Modelo. This is a very smooth amber beer.
Right.
Put some fresh lime in there and some sea salt.
We will rock you.
Negra Modelo. I usually don't like
We will rock you. There we go. Because all whistles, banjos, and firecrackers.
Actually, Negra Modelo, this is actually smoother than the Amber Dos Equis. This is really...
Yeah,
this is
I like
actually
a
better
good
than
dark
the
beer. Yeah,
Special.
darker.
Have you ever had this?
Yeah,
The dark one?
yeah.
This is actually smoother
good.
than the lager, than the Especial.
Yeah, in this neighborhood, it's better to see them playing on the drive there than toting weapons around, knives and guns and things. So
Negra Modelo.
this neighborhood's so much more calm than it used to be. I did my thing tonight. I did a shrimp stir fry tonight. Glass Rosie cooked.
Supposed
Yep.
to put sea salt and lime.
LSU undefeated, 11-0. There we go. That's a really nice fire there. You could throw some taters down there. Nice taters and everything. LSU go Tigers. That's it. Oh man. Let me put this over here. I'm going to put a few more things on the fire here. Let me adjust this.
The fire's fine. You gonna put more wood on there?
A little bit more. I like a flame. I don't like it when it's... where's the stick thing?
It's over there.
Why did you put it over there?
Because it's just easier to reach than going down all the way down and reaching for it all the time.
Good exercise. Where it's all the way over on the
I got a
other
bad
side?
back. I can't. I got a bad lower back.
Jesus, Marshall, I'm 61 years old, crawling under the van and under the bed, and wiring up. I'm an old bat, man. I'm jumping around in that coach today like I'm
Put those big ones in and get it going.
like an 18-year-old. I found a coil of wire behind the wall.
I don't know what that's for.
Green and white. I have no idea what that's for. Mr. X thought it might be the sensors for the water tank, but it's not.
I know there was a behind the pantry, right?
Yeah,
I don't know
What
what, it's
is
for.
that?
What is it connected to?
it's nothing. It's a coil of wire. Maybe
Just
extra.
loose?
They just threw it behind there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all it was. Just a coil of wire back there. Oh, that feels good. Actually, this won't be able to be empty till Monday. This will be hot all day tomorrow. This is all full of coals in there. Hey, it's nice and quiet now.
Finally, I guess.
I mean, the Shine Shack's insulated. You don't really hear anything in there.
Yeah, the Shine Shack is pretty quiet.
Yeah.
But when you're out here, man, you hear. Shine Shack is very well insulated, but I haven't put any heat in there yet. But It was cold last night.
Why don't you close your door? Why don't you close the door? You let all the warm from the day escape.
Yeah, I guess I better do
You know?
that.
I hate to disturb your bad back, but
One thing is, I've told Rosie many times I've got a lower back hurt now.
I understand that, Marshall. I'm 61 years old, crawling around pulling wire on a coach. I mean,
I got a lower back issue.
that ain't fun with carpal tunnel to be pulling wire through that coach. I am 61. I'm an old. He'll tell you I'm an old bat.
He's an old hag.
An old hag, yeah. Out of the Rancho.
She's the party Scrooge. Yeah, because she was the party Scrooge in Tijuana when the night was starting to get going. That night, and she's like, I want to leave.
That's me, Amy. Yeah, I'm an old bat. I'm giving my age away. The old bat. Burning down the Rancho. Doesn't that look nice, Janet? There's the Christmas card from the Rancho this year. There it is. Season's greetings with the Lisa Marie in the background there. Look at that, man. What a boss-looking rig in there. Woo! Look at that. Let's do the cinematic move. There it is. Season's greetings. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not lying. I wish I was. The old bat 61. Marshall tells me every day you're old. You got no energy for the nightlife. You need to get that testosterone back. You know?
Well, she lays off. Like I told her, she lays off the estrogen and
What's up, Kenny? What are you testing? Mary's shawarma. Yeah, there it is.
and the testosterone blocker. Maybe she can have a good time in Mexico.
Marshall, you think I had a bad time in Mexico? I had a great time in Mexico.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I'm in Mexico, I kind of got to get the lay of the land in all these different places.
Well,
I can't just jump into a lap dance or something, you know.
What I'm surprised that I haven't seen here is I haven't seen any squirrels or raccoons or possums around here. Huh? I've seen that blue bird, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, we have some squirrels that go up these trees here.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen any.
Break out the banjo. There we go. Yep, you saved his life crossing the street in Mexico. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Rosie, I wanted to talk to Marshall real bad about his hate for women, children, America, and he says that his channel is not about hate. I think it's kind of like I don't agree with the opinion, but he's not the first person I've ever heard that says he doesn't like to hear kids, noisy kids and stuff like that. But for me, I like to hear the sound of kids. It's nice, you know.
I don't like to be around teenagers or even people in their 20s. I prefer they're just not mature.
Well,
People
that's
get
what it
into
is.
their 30s, they start to mature. In their 20s and college age and teens, they're not mature. I just don't like to be around younger people. I don't like. It's just annoying to me.
How's that fire feel?
Feels good.
Get to toast your feet there.
And each, I'm going to get my little footstool there, but each age group of people I have a different problem with. You know? The teenagers, you know, they got an attitude problem. And the college kids, all they do is just get drunk.
Hey, PJ.
Spring break, you know. And then you get the people in their 30s, women that have baggage and kids, and they want you to take care of their problems. And things don't really start simmering down until you get to their 40s. 40s is the key age.
Well, how about men that want women to take care of them?
Well, that's a very rare thing.
I don't think so, Marshall, these days.
That's a very rare thing. So the problem is, you get teenagers that have the hormonal problems, and they get into trouble. They got an attitude problem. Then you get in your 20s. Most of them get on pot, and most of them get drunk. And then you get in your 30s. Now they're all bagged up with kids. Everybody's got kids and baggage, and they're having a very stressful life. And then right when it gets to about their 40s, the kids are growing up. They're getting out of their lives. Things are starting to settle down. 40s is a very key. But there's even women in their 40s that have kids, that have had kids later on. So,
man, this fire pit is had it. Look at the screen is all messed up in there.
You ought to seen Norm's fire.
I know, you've told me 10 times. Everybody always has something better than I have, Marshall.
Yeah.
His is welded, big thing, you know.
He's got a really nice one, yeah.
Right.
He's got a grate on there too, where you can cook. Yeah, why don't you get a grate for this so you can cook on it?
Well, I'm just going to get a new unit, I think. I said that every year, but one of the legs is kind of busted off over there.
Whatever this one is, I don't know which one he had, but what he had was really nice.
Well, this is busted. It's broke the lip. It's been dropped, and it's probably about 4 years old. Vicky, stop it. Okay. Vicky, you're just grumpy. Okay. Don't make me come up to Idaho and deal with you.
Man, it's got to be boring to live in Idaho. I was passing through Boise. That's a real boring place in the middle of nowhere. Nothing to do.
Let me sit this. I'm going to sit this on the chair and get another cup of coffee before I have a beer there. There we go. That's a nice view, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fire pit. What a thing of beauty, man. It's not the best in the world, but it'll do.
Why don't you put those in?
I'm going to put them in. I don't want to create a firestorm. God knows I can't ask you to do it. With your bad back and everything. Oh boy. Let the old broad do it. Where's that lifter?
I guess I'm going to go grab some more firewood, huh?
Yep. That would be helpful if you drive it on the road. Watch out for snakes back there.
Yep, I will. Footstool. Yep. Give you guys a view of the Lisa here. There it is. Oh man.
That alley is crawling with kids. Summertime, Marshall, that place is crawling with kids. How's your Modelo? What if that lime hurts your stomach?
Huh?
What if that lime hurts your stomach?
Well, I think lemon bothers me more, I think. Oh. Yep. Let's see what's going on.
That lady's really nice over there.
What lady?
It has those kids. We give her persimmons and she brings over campers.
Let's see.
She's very thoughtful.
There's the fire going on.
We get a lot of fruit and stuff. We can't use it all.
Fruit?
Yeah.
For what?
Tremendous numbers of plums,
Oh.
oranges, usually persimmons, but I cut down a lot of our persimmon trees. We can't do that anymore. So she came over, man. It wasn't more than a day later. She came over with nice candles. Very nice.
Yep. Sitting here soaking up these flames. What's going on with everybody who's watching on my channel here? Well, watching my channel, who's on here? Who's on Elvis Travels?
Better enjoy this while it lasts. When the rainy season comes, that's the end of this stuff. All the wood will be soaking wet. You can't do anything.
So I'm gonna have to move up here with the van, right? With the nice
Yeah, you
sink
have to
over
move
here.
over here. Yep.
This is a lot harder ground up here, right?
Yeah, this is good ground up here. Actually, I couldn't get over a couple of the tree roots, so I ended up taking an axe and cutting out the tree roots that were stopping my forward progress. And I just kept digging myself deeper and deeper into the ground. Yep, I'm kicking back. I'm relaxing. Yeah, Matta walks. Yeah. Just watch the stir fry. Yes, it was good.
Rory's not watching YouTube anymore. He's watching Roku and movies, and he'll dabble into politics with Trump. He's not watching YouTube. He's not watching YouTube, our community anymore.
I don't believe that. I think Rory's glued to YouTube 24/7.
I don't think he is.
I do.
I don't believe.
Yeah. I know what's going on, Marshall. I seen it. I saw it on YouTube yesterday. I know he is. Rory's out there. You know he's out there. Hey, Insane Chef. Yeah, it'd be embarrassing if you saw it. Insane Chef, being as you're a big time chef and stuff, but it tasted good. It tasted pretty good.
I think that the propane stove that you have, either maybe your propane bottle.
There's Rory. Look, Rory just Rosie helped Puppy push Teresa Marie and let it up on the fire. Rory just came into the chat.
That could be a troll account, though.
I don't think so. I think is that the real Drury? Yeah, 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 yeah. That's the real Drury.
So he is working.
Yeah, he's. I told you, Drury's always he's got 2 TVs now, one on Roku and one on YouTube.
He's got his laptop on
one on
YouTube, and the TV
yeah.
on Roku. Well, you know, he bought the Chromebook.
Everybody's getting a Chromebook.
Yeah, people are getting tired of those Windows, man. They're getting tired.
Well, you know, Chromebooks are good because they're pretty much foolproof. If you're into Google and stuff like that, a Chromebook is good.
Yeah.
I think I'm coming back with one on the holiday here, so.
From who?
My daughter. She has one that she says has hardly been used. She was all into Apple and everything, so.
You know what, Rosie? You never really liked Apple, right?
I've never had. I have a couple things that people gave me, but
you never had iPhone?
No.
Really?
Nope. I've always been an Android. I had an HTC one that was terrible.
I did see an iPod in there though.
Yeah, that was given to me.
Those things are old, man.
Yeah, I got an iPod with 2,300
Hey, what happened with the whole thing? I used to download music from YouTube. Can you still do that, or is that can't
No, I don't think you can download anymore.
You'd be able to use to, right?
Yeah. You need to sit back and break bread. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, Drury's watching.
Yeah, he's watching.
Yeah, it's me, Marshall. Yeah, it's me over here.
You want to dump that stuff, Marshall, and put it in gear?
I'm over here by the beach in Clearwater. Why don't you come over here, all you women over here? I'll show you what a real man is like. Come over here, mamacitas. Isn't the New York accent the coolest accent in the country?
Yeah, it is.
Rosie, you don't even have an accent, man. I don't know.
Baltimore's just got to muddle that, you know.
Really?
Kinda.
Well, how do people in Baltimore speak?
I don't know. Go
do
look
you guys
it up.
have an accent?
Go look up Baltimoreese on YouTube sometime and listen to it.
Is it East Coast or
How
South?
you doing,
What is it?
How you doing, hon? Yeah, it's like a pencil.
Bland. So it's not even East Coast and it's not even Southern. So you're so like you have no.
Yeah,
accent,
it's an
right?
embarrassing accent.
You don't have an accent. Like you don't. It's so bland.
I used to have a bad Baltimore accent. Wash your car, water, all that.
You mean they talk like East Coast people? I don't even know if Baltimore has an accent. I don't know. Just listening to Rosie, she doesn't have an accent. You can't tell where she's
No,
from.
I don't see Amanda May. Hammond Agerson said you can download music if you have YouTube Premium. Okay.
California doesn't have an accent. These people here don't have nothing. They're so bland. There's no culture or accent here. California is just a.
California is the ultimate melting pot.
California is like a culture dead state. There's no culture to it. It's just a commercial. It's like a slave state.
I wish they could all be California girls, man. Somebody should write a song with that in it.
Let's see what Drury's saying. Yeah.
Yep, wash the car. That's it.
Baltimore doesn't have an accent. Are there any Amish people in Maryland?
Yes.
What city?
Out in western Maryland. Around Frostburg, around Garrett County, out that way.
I know in Pennsylvania,
just
man.
below Lancaster.
In Pennsylvania, they got a lot of going through there. I hated trucking through there because all the curves and all that and up and down hills. But Pennsylvania has got a lot of Amish.
Yep.
Did you
You
know
got
that Hershey,
Bird in Hand, you got Paradise, you got Intercourse. They're all big Amish places.
Did you know that Pennsylvania, that Hershey is a big time RVing place?
Yes. It's also a big time antiques car place for car shows and stuff. Yep.
Pennsylvania is a very interesting state. I want to go explore Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a very scary, beaten down town. I've never seen a more scary town off a highway than Philadelphia.
Well, every old industrial town is like that. Off of 95.
Man, Philadelphia is beat up.
The whole East Coast corridor is beat up. Oh man. Philadelphia's got its nice charms.
What a rough way to live life. All the snow they get and cold. You know.
It doesn't really get that much snow in Philadelphia.
What about Baltimore? Did they get snow?
Not too much. It usually is one of those divide lines between snow and sleet and rain. What a day on the van.
Well, you can't rush electrical. When you're talking about that box, that's something you don't want to mess with. If I'm on the air, guys, give me a 69. I know it's kind of quiet on my chat.
Why don't you hook it up then?
You know.
It's not rocket science, Marshall. It's just got an input bus for the hot, and it's just got a neutral bar, and it's got a ground bar, and it's got a 12-volt tap to the 120 to the transformer, and 12 volts out of it. You're coming into the 21st. Oh, you're coming into the 21st century with that, man. It's like me, I replaced mine with the big old parallax. That thing was a beast to move around. You couldn't believe how light this new unit was.
Oh.
Believe how light that was.
I couldn't believe it, no. Compared to what's in there. They don't make them like they used to. These new ones are so flimsy.
Yeah, there's some copper wire in there. This top is degrading on this thing now. Kelly says, I live 10 minutes from Hershey. Hershey's big time. Car shows. Big time.
Most of the areas in this country are depressing to live in. It's pretty boring, this country.
You've just been spoiled by life in Mexico.
Most of this country, I mean, even up here, really, it is dead boring. You know, it is what it is. Not only here, but everywhere else in the country, it's the same thing. So,
I don't know. It's okay. Kids are in bed now. They're in the house.
finally, what time is it now?
It's 8:40.
Finally, you get some peace and quiet from those brats. Let's see who's in here.
This big log's blocking all the heat over here. my knees feel her crawling around that van all day. Hopping over that frame. Woo! Oh boy.
Seems like all the heat on these is on the other side.
Yeah, because that big log is blocking everything.
Yeah.
Every once a week, you know, like on Monday, we'll dump the coals. Can't dump them tomorrow; they'll still be red hot. We gotta wait till it all burns down. This is the life on the Rancho, Marshall.
Well,
Doesn't get any better than this.
I tell you what.
Except looking all, but
The thing about Santa Rosa, you know, obviously the thing that's shocking to me was I can't believe how many homeless people are here, especially the whole tent thing.
yeah,
I've never seen anything like that anywhere.
no, it's maybe LA would be on a par with it.
We're talking per capita here. There's
Yeah.
a lot of homeless people here for this area.
Yeah.
And the other thing is it's weird, it's spooky over here. The people are spooky, the cemeteries are spooky. What's going on, Vegas Vixen? How you doing?
We got Vegas Fixing in there.
Yeah, in my chat. How you doing, Rory?
What's up, Rory?
There's a spook factor to this place, you know. The people here are not friendly. They're very, very odd. They're just weird. In a very weird.
What's
odd
Kelly?
life for these
What's
people.
Kelly talking about? Bubba Bug says Portland has a lot of homeless.
And also, there's not much to eat around here. The food options here are really dismal. And the prices are sky high. You know. And this is the satellite city of San Francisco. I guess the suburbs. I wouldn't even consider the suburbs of San Francisco. It's not even in Marin County. You know.
It's a commuting city.
I wouldn't consider this Bay Area. I wouldn't consider this a suburb of I think the suburbs is
This
like
is
something
called
like,
the North Bay.
yeah, it's called North Bay. You know. I think all these people live here. I don't know what they're doing for a living, because as far as Santa Rosa, there aren't many jobs here. If you don't have a job at Walmart or Home Depot or somewhere, there's not much industry here. So I don't know where all these people work
There's
at.
some big factor. Amy's Kitchen is huge here.
Yeah.
You got all the wine business is huge employer of people.
I don't know. I don't know where all these people are working.
This place has a very high quality of life here.
Rosie
Well, it
loves
does.
to boast.
It's a very wealthy county.
Rosie loves to boast about Santa Rosa and Baltimore. She told me that Santa Rosa had better tacos than Mexico, and I completely disagree.
I never said it had
Yeah,
better
you did.
tacos.
You told me that, Rosie, remember?
I said the tacos are very good here.
Rosie loves to...
Well, they're better than Little Rock, I can tell you that.
Actually, there's a place in Little Rock.
Oh,
that was pretty
go
good.
ahead.
A
Hope you
Mexican
wash your
place.
dirty feet tonight, too.
Yeah. Let's see what Rory's saying. Any good...
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
8 million people around this area.
Rosie says the quality of life is high here. When you had the fires,
You haven't even scratched the surface on, so you're in Southwest, which is the, it's the affordable area of Santa Rosa. You have the whole west side, all of Larkfield over there, and
you had the
Montgomery.
The fires with the air quality was terrible. There ain't nothing to eat around here besides a taco. Really, there's not much to eat. And it's dangerous. You don't want to walk around there in the nighttime. There's tweakers walking around. I saw a guy walking around here the other day. And this guy had a cell phone in his hand, and he was flashing his cell phone light in somebody's pickup truck bed. Creepy, man. You know?
He might have been checking the work at the construction
And
over there.
if you go to downtown Santa Rosa, it's all just a bunch of yuppies with overpriced food that's not good. And you're away from all the nightlife, which it's all in San Francisco. So if somebody wants to pay $500,000 to live over here, maybe I can see them doing that if they got a big time paying job in San Francisco and they can't afford San Francisco. Then you live over here, pay $500,000 to live here, because you got a $100,000 job.
Mainly because Golden State, he really knows nothing about California. He only goes by a very small piece of it and makes big judgments.
Santa Rosa is a very defined town. You have the old money, people who come from old money who don't work in the wine industry. Then you have the hard-working Latino population that's working the vineyards. That are living 50 people to a house. And then you got the tweakers. You know?
Yeah, I like it around here.
But with all that, there's nothing to eat, and there's pretty much nothing to do. I mean, I'm just saying my opinion. And it's kind of too hot in the daytime and too cold in the nighttime. The temperature's tough to regulate. So Rosie likes it.
I love it around here.
You know,
I love the Rancho, man.
she loves Santa Rosa.
There's some
She
things I
hates
don't like
Baltimore.
it. There's some things I don't like about it, but
You know.
it's a nice place to live. It's just geographically and geologically speaking, it's a dangerous place to be with fires and earthquakes.
Exactly.
I did videos. I called it the most dangerous place to live in America. Between fire and earthquakes, something will get you.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever experienced an earthquake, Marshall. Hmm?
Well, I have. It's kind of mind-boggling. Rosie was born and raised in Baltimore, and then she ended up all the way on the other side of the country. You know. To me, it kind of doesn't make sense.
Look at you.
You know.
You're in California. You'll probably never get out of here.
Lori says she needs a date for Mexico. She wants to go to an Airbnb.
There we go. Shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Rosie O'Kelly, a product of Baltimore, and she ends up on the other side of the country in California.
Oh, it's been okay, Kelly. It's been all right here. I don't. Usually, what Marshall says goes in one ear and out the other. I don't really. It's like all day long you hear Marshall babbling all day about the ghetto Popeyes, the ghetto Popeyes, the prices of things.
Paying almost $5 for a Popeye sandwich. The breast.
Well, why would you ever get that?
Because people are talking about it on YouTube. Everybody's talking about the sandwich on YouTube, and you ought to see the videos.
Well, I mean, they're talking about it, but that doesn't mean, of course, the advertising always looks bigger than it it is.
YouTubers are reviewing it, like the black guy, Dane Drops. I like the guy. He's a foodie, and he reviewed the thing is huge, man. The guy's eating it, and you go over there, and it's like it's completely different size bread. It's unbelievable how small this thing is. I don't understand how they can serve that to customers and charge that much. It was insulting. It was a joke. You know? I mean, they literally cut the breast. It's like 1/4 the size of a breast. Unbelievable.
How you doing, Mouse Toes?
You know.
That's why I don't like to go to. I don't like to go to that Popeyes there.
And
even the 4-piece chicken thing is like $13, which is ridiculous.
And the people next to the neighboring town in Roner Park are even worse than Santa Rosa. The way they act, people are just not friendly here. You know. They bump into you in the store. They don't say excuse me. They don't move out of the way. They're always in a hurry. They always copping an attitude. You know, it's a very high.
Janet had Popeyes tonight.
Janet?
Yep. Popeyes serves fried pigeon, not chicken.
It's a very high. It's a very high, stressful life. You know, and you know it's got to be hot here in the summertime, right?
It's hot as can be.
Yeah. This is the desert here.
But at nighttime, it usually cools down.
Yeah, I mean.
Missy Jen took him after shopping today. He treated her to. Good night, Kelly. He treated her to. Popeyes.
And then the sign says $5.99 for the combo, and then the guy charged me $7.99 for Jen's combo, and he's like, "Well, the price went up $2."
Wow.
For the combo, and the fries he puts in there is a huge amount of fries, and I had some of those with Jen because to get filled up, but the sandwiches were so small. I got to tell you that they were the size of a $1 hamburger at McDonald's. That's how small this thing was. And they want to charge the customer almost $5 for this thing, you know?
Golden State. They want to trade Elvis for Missy Jen.
So, I'm just telling the truth about Santa Rosa. I'm a critic of all things.
Marshall, you know nothing of Santa Rosa. You've been in one small little area, held prisoner on a rancho, and you're like a frog in a well, looking up at the sky and thinking that's the only thing in the world. That's the only world you know.
Yeah.
You're a frog in the well, as they say in China.
I've seen enough of it, I'll tell you that much.
You look up from the bottom of the well, and all you see is a little piece of sky up there, and you think that's the whole world.
I've seen enough of it that I know what it's all about, you know.
You haven't seen the beautiful Alexander Valley and up there? Geyserville. That's some of the greatest wine country in the world up there. Yeah, juice.
It is what it is, Rosie. Everybody's got something floats up everybody's boat. You know? But I'll tell you much, if you like
Yeah,
like-
that's what they said in China. If somebody knows nothing of a little tiny bit, they say you're like a frog in a well looking up at the sky.
I know one thing. If Rosie liked Santa Rosa, she wouldn't be running to Reno and Vegas 20 times a year. I'll tell you
See
that much.
how he
Obviously,
exaggerates?
she doesn't like
See
it
how
very
he
much.
exaggerates?
Yeah.
8 to 20 times a year.
Yeah, I think she's been to Vegas and Reno.
I always have a good time in Vegas, you know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of incorporating it into my travels, making my way down south, you know.
If I visited Vegas and Reno as much as you would, I would just move there. For example, I like San Diego because of Tijuana. Why not just move there? Why go back and forth?
Yeah, San Diego's nice. I like San Diego a lot.
But everybody's got something to.
Everybody's talking about a new world in the morning. Stay up here, thing. There we go. Oh.
To me, Vegas is just overpriced. It's overpriced. It's a tourist trap. You know.
Vegas is what you make
And-
of it. I don't do gambling, so it's
Yeah.
not that big a deal to me.
If you're not gambling in Vegas or going there to see the shows, going there for a show or convention, there's no point of going. There's nothing there. There's nothing there to see. You know.
It's a people place. It's a place you go if you want to see people watching. Is the best thing about Vegas. Is
You
the
can do that
people.
anywhere.
No, not with the magnitude of people there. Maybe New York City, streets of LA or San Francisco, maybe Houston, Hong Kong, Shanghai, places like that.
You can talk about Vegas all you want, but it doesn't hold a candle up to Tijuana. It doesn't. Can't beat Tijuana in my mind.
I think Tijuana would wear pretty thin pretty fast. It's only a few blocks there and stuff, and then it's like it, you know. It's like Baltimore has its block, you know, all the adult entertainment in one square block of action down there. Peep shows and bars. Showtime, man. Girls so fresh you could slap it in there. It's showtime.
It's all about.
Showtime.
All the heat is on this side.
Why don't you fix it up for us?
All the heat's coming over here. On
Yeah,
this
it's
side.
okay.
Let me put some more wood here.
I'm so ragged out working on the van today. Trying to find there's so many shorts in that van. Got to rename that kitchen wall the wall of shorts.
I know one thing. I got a better tripod than Rosie's. That is a pretty cool little tripod Rosie has. It's convenient, but
It's convenient. It's pretty convenient.
yep.
Everybody's talking about a new world
Did
in
Patricia
the
send
one.
that to you?
What?
The tripod?
No, I can't remember. I think Katie did, I believe.
Who?
My friend Katie down in Mississippi. Well, we've been in a few cities. We went pretty deep into Mexicali.
The big boy is taking forever to burn. I'll tell you that much.
It's got to be centered up on the fire, Marshall. It's off to the side. That's the problem. There you go. Now I can feel the heat. Yeah, there's a lot of good folks in Mississippi. I like Mississippi. Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas. I think Gulf Coast people are some of the Southern people are some of the kindest and most hospitable people in the country. So you get to Arkansas. Little rough.
People in Arkansas are really mean. They are. I don't know why, it's kind of weird. The people in Missouri are very friendly. Arkansas, they're not friendly at all.
That's probably enough for tonight.
Huh?
That's probably enough for tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
No, he never did vacuum because I had to pull the electric cord to set up all the stuff tonight. Well, he's got the engine battery charged, so God willing, the coach may fire up tomorrow and Marshall won't be a prisoner.
This thing has taken a beating, Rosie.
I know it has. Janet got me that about 4 years ago. These things take a beating. Oh boy. Let's see. Ask Marshall to name 3 things he likes that don't involve sex, food, or RVs.
What's the question?
The 3 things that you like that don't involve sex. What was it, food or RVs? WWE?
Who asked that question?
Yosemite Spirit.
Well, I like professional wrestling. I like travel.
You like archaeology and paleontology, right? Yeah.
I like ancient archaeology. I like dinosaurs, paleontology.
No, I don't.
Stuff.
I haven't gotten the $10. I actually owe him. There was very significant contributions made that I'm actually have to give him some of it. So half of
Well,
it.
I got your beer tonight.
Well, that's nice.
That was more than 10. It was about 12 before tax. With tax, probably
Okay,
15.
you know.
So I had.
Well, I picked up your little niblets at the hardware store today,
Yep.
this morning. Okay, so it all kind of evens out, you know. We're keeping strict accounts here.
But Rosie's gonna probably write everything off for at least.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's mad. I answered for you. Go ahead. You like WWE. What else you like?
I like WWE. I like ancient archaeology. I like dinosaurs, paleontology. I like, I like this to read about, the planets, the solar system, the universe. UFOs, aliens, ghosts, paranormal. I like that kind of stuff. I'm a big fan of,
George Norrie.
I'm not into religion, but I do like politics. I like politics, even though Rosie doesn't talk about that because she doesn't want to offend her viewer base. She never wanted to get into politics.
Yeah, there's quite a few contributions that have come in that Marshall's entitled to a cut of them.
So
I keep very strict accounts. Yeah, that screen is just about had it, hasn't it, Marshall?
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, the one that the chairman of the board, Norm, has, man, it's a nice one. I don't know, it was really nice, sturdy. They don't make these all the same. That middle log is going now, huh?
Yeah, that middle log is cruising now. Yeah, there's people that have PayPal'd money and stuff, so super chatted money. They appreciated Marshall's cooking efforts and
I think the Coleman stove that I have, man, that thing, it gets the pan. It really heats up the pan. I don't know why. What's up with this burner that Rosie has? But it's not as good as the Coleman.
It's just the regulator that's on it, that's all.
So
yeah, the steak had pretty good flavor to it. It was really tough. Oh, can I just say, Rosie, looking at the fire like that is picture perfect.
let's see.
Marshall's like, don't rush that converter box. Everything has to be handled delicately.
Yep.
First thing to do tomorrow is get that hole bored in for the ground straps to go down and put that.
So you sure that's ready to go in?
What?
The converter box?
Well, what do you want to do next?
Well, I guess.
I mean, I'd like to finish up that area and then turn my attention to the kitchen and all that, the plumbing. You know.
You got to remember that box is really flimsy. There's going to be dirt, dust going in. We got to get a bag, and I don't want.
You know, don't you think you should start your coach? It's been like 2 weeks now, so.
We'll start it, yeah.
Well, we can't do it without the converter box and all that hooked up. You know, there's too many cross systems with the wiring harness in the coach, so I'd be afraid to, but we don't have to do it.
Well,
but I do expect you to do a lot of compounding when I'm gone, Marshall, to make some progress on that. I don't want to come home and see that nothing's been done. Honestly, that's a big job.
It's a big time-consuming job.
Yeah. So that means you got to take a panel a day and just concentrate on it, you know? You like this campfire stuff. The other wires are easy to run, just straight up the wall for the two internal feeds for the LEDs, and you know, feed for the grill, and then we got to figure out what to do with the outside. Problem, if I run a wire up through that refrigerator, that becomes a point where water starts to travel down that wire if it gets wet and starts to migrate into the coach. So we have to put a loop in it. You have to put like a P-trap on it that you know, it's a little bend in it so that the water drips off of it. I mean, it's not a slam dunk on that. The fruit trees are doing good. We're already harvesting the oranges now. Marshall's discovered the orange tree.
Yeah, they're still kind of tart though.
I like tart. You're leaving Marshall alone on the Rancho. He'll be fine. Get her done.
I'm surprised the oranges come out so late here in this cold. They're gonna probably freeze.
What is?
The oranges.
It's pretty rare that we have a freeze here. We'll get a little frost, but we don't really ever get. We might be threatened with 1 or 2 hard freezes.
Yeah.
The worst was 18 degrees in December of 2014.
Yeah, I mean,
that was cold. That did some damage to the trees, that one. Oh, fresh pick fruit is great. I didn't watch any of the football games today, Tim Jones. I've been out working on the rig. It seems like I'm spending 80% of my time outside now. Mainly because this weather is going to change. And we got to get the coach mobile to get it off of that spot because of the threat of mud there.
Mud, okay.
And all that, so.
Well, I guess Yeah, before all that comes, I'm probably going to have to move it here, I guess, before the rain and all that comes. But it's
Well,
good.
the first rain it's only when you get to like week after week of rain.
Right.
Like this ground's so dry, it'll absorb. Oh, Cal won today. Okay. Well, me and my mom eating some papaya at home. Sounds good. That sounds good. Aussie Shooter, how you doing, mate? My pal, Aussie Shooter from the deep bush.
So how long does this rainy season last?
Can last till April.
Wow.
It might not ever materialize, and in some years we've gotten just hardly any rain at all.
Any rain at all.
Every year's different. This thing may not even materialize. You know. A lot of rain there in the next 10 days. I don't know.
It just makes sense that
Good night, Jen Jen. Love you, honey. Take care. Thanks for being on.
this area of the country should get a lot of rain because all the storms go from west to east.
Yeah, but when we have a high pressure, it sets up over Nevada and acts like a big bumper. Acts like a big bumper that pushes the storm south or, usually north of the area here. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
That high pressure on the Humboldt Basin in Nevada is just, it permanently keeps this place with that rain, and then when it breaks down in the wintertime and the jet stream starts to sag, then the moisture comes roaring in.
well,
In other words, last year was a lot of rain, but the prior 3 years were dry as could be.
so if it's dry, that means that the Sierras aren't getting snow when it doesn't rain.
Right.
So
You have a small snowpack, but our reservoirs are all full right now because last year's rains were so heavy. The reservoirs are in a good state. The reservoirs could probably carry the state through 3 years.
the thing about California, if there's no rain and no Sierras, and you run out of water here, Santa Rosa's going to be out of business because there is no water here.
Yeah, I
in Santa
called
Rosa.
D yesterday. I returned his call. I didn't get a call back today, so.
Colorado has a lot more precipitation.
Big snowstorm in Cali on Tuesday, so Monday's going to be all putting stuff into the garage on Monday.
Well, Tuesday is when the weather's going to get cold, right?
Because the rain's coming Tuesday. So we got all Monday to prepare and get everything all weatherproof, get set up in the garage.
Yep, that's when the cold weather is going to start.
No, actually it won't. The cold weather is when it's not raining. This is a pretty rare event, I think, for here. Usually December is pretty dry. So. Oh, you're only allowed to water once a week now. Okay. So we'll see what happens. Oh, rest in peace, Ray Taliaferro. Wow.
If
I got the gutters all clean. They're all cleaned out. We're all ready for the rain.
If it doesn't rain in California and the Sierras run out of water, this state will turn into a desert. Well, it already is a desert anyway, but it'll be apocalypse there.
Well, I think Vegas is the first to be threatened with an apocalypse, not us. They have one big reservoir, which is Lake Mead. But Lake Mead's level just keeps going lower and lower and lower. We have mega reservoirs that are, at the 100% level.
How does Lake Mead get enough water to support Vegas? It doesn't even rain there, barely, right?
Gets all that Rockies runoff goes down the Colorado River and fills up the Lake Mead.
From the Rockies?
Yep. Have you ever heard of the Continental Divide?
Yeah, I've heard of that term, but
Yeah, well, it's the point where the rivers, where water flows west from the Continental Divide or east from that point. So, you know, everything going down the mountains like feeding into the Colorado River and everything. So,
I thought that Lake Mead is a man-made lake.
it is. Hoover Dam was put up to impound the Colorado River there.
The concept of Las Vegas is really stupid. It really is. To divert water there in the middle of a desert. You know, why would somebody doing something like that? Why wouldn't they do it somewhere nice by the water or by the mountains? Why would they want to do it in a desert, you know?
Well, you got to figure before Vegas, Reno was a real big time town in Nevada. That was big time, man. That was showtime. And then when they built the Colorado Dam, the Hoover Dam in the 1930s, the closest town, Boulder, Colorado, didn't allow gambling. So the guys wanted a place to go take their paycheck, and that started to blow up Las Vegas. And then the mob went in the 40s and 50s. Good night, Amy. Yeah, he could crack a history book, yeah.
One day people are going to go to Vegas like you, and they're going to like explore the ruins of Vegas.
The ruins of Vegas.
Yeah. It'll all be abandoned and desolate. You know? Yeah, just sitting here warming my feet by the fire. Let's see who's on my chat. Who's Ray Talafaro?
The name is very familiar to me. I can't immediately tell you who he is.
An actor?
Kitten Cat said you could wash your feet in the fire.
Rosie is the voice for the voiceless. She always likes to throw in these little tidbits from the trolls. I don't think she can ever let them go.
Sometimes they make very funny
She never. It's 2019. We're getting into 2020, and
Kit Cat's an impresario. Okay,
it's time to move on.
Huh?
It's getting kind of old. It's getting kind of played out.
She's very pithy, you know. She's a raconteur.
Rosie, either you do it all the way and do the Rosie Springer panel show, or you don't do it at all. You either, when you do something,
Marshall,
I
I'm
believe.
gonna club you in the head if you talk about panel chats one more time. You used to hate I used to get a hate mail from you every day. I'm blocked. Why don't you ever get some new people on your panel? Blah blah blah.
I liked your panel chats. I just didn't like the same old people, you know? No, what I'm saying is, so is anybody here on mine? It's pretty quiet.
And it's cold when you step away from that fire.
Yep. Who's on mine here? Anybody on my chat? 3 hours, 20 minutes here. You guys hear me? Give me a 69. Anybody here?
It is chilly.
Alright, cool. Man, that log is taking forever to burn.
That's a big boy, man. That's part of the mulberry tree.
Man.
Well, I can't wait to see what you make next, Marshall.
Well, I'm just gonna make healthy food.
Well, I look forward to trying.
Got a dynamite recipe. See who's on mine here. Chilling out here at the Rancho.
Legendary card table.
Sitting out here by the open fire, man, chilling out. Finally, the kids stopped with their noise.
It stopped an hour.
Yeah, about an hour ago.
Draw up close to the fire, y'all. Marshall will regale you of tales of Little Rock, which is the ultimate dump to grow up in.
Well, I didn't grow up in Little Rock. I grew up in Benton, Bryan, Arkansas. 95%, 95% Caucasian.
Well, so what? What does that mean?
I didn't grow up in Baltimore.
That's why I'm able to get along with people.
You know,
I grew up in a very multicultural city.
you talk about, I mean, that's what explains it.
I think that accrues to my benefit that
I want to see
grew
what
up
Rosie. I want to see the house.
Oh
that Rosie
my
grew up
God!
in,
Here we go
in
again.
Baltimore. That'll explain to me. I want to understand. I want to understand Rosie why the way she lives the way she lives. And the only way that I can understand that is I've got to go all the way back to her roots.
So I guess I got to go down to Benton, Arkansas to understand your roots.
Right, exactly. And I got to go all the way to Baltimore.
Which is
to understand it. Sometimes she does things that I don't agree with, don't make sense to me. But the only way to understand Rosie is just to. The only way to understand why she does the things she does and why she lives the way she lives and where she was born in her neighborhood and see it.
That's right. It doesn't matter where you grow up, a person can adapt to living anywhere.
That explains the person, the fabric of the person's being, where they grew, where they were born and raised at. And Rosie's from Baltimore.
Oh shoot! We have to lift that up, Marshall.
Really?
Yeah. But you can't lift it up with your hand. I gotta pull it up
gonna
with
be
that
hot.
stick, or we gotta prop something on.
Why do you have to lift it up?
I don't know, just to level it. I don't want it to cause a fire or anything down there. Throw that under there when I lift it up.
Hold on. My legs are broken on this
I
thing.
know. This thing's just about had it. This thing is just about had it.
But that's the only way that I can.
Yeah, it's the only way I can understand is to go to Benton, Arkansas.
Right.
All right.
That's the only way that I can understand Rosie. Because sometimes I wonder, does Rosie do the things that she does because of YouTube, or is that the way she really is? And I don't know the answer to that question. The only way I'm going to know is the answer lies in Baltimore.
One to Baltimore, man.
Yep. I want to go and experience what it was like to live the way Rosie lived. Where she lived, how she grew up.
No, we didn't roast any marshmallows. I had some of the coconut cream pie. It's delicious.
Maybe that's why Rosie is rough around the edges.
Just a little bit rough. A little rough around the edges.
It's got to be because of Baltimore.
Yeah. I know Baltimore Marshall. They all like that down there. They all crazy.
I'm going to get my battery charger. Rosie took all the power. She's deprived me of power. I can't plug
What
in
happened?
anywhere. I wanted to plug in, and she's taken all the power here. She's got
Well, I got a cord here.
I wonder
you
why
know,
you just don't...
Marshall, you got a cord up on the deck right there.
Yeah, I wonder why you just don't run the stuff from your phone. You got Wi-Fi. Just run it from your phone, right?
I have unlimited cellular.
Cellular.
Verizon. It's been good.
Man, that mulberry tree is a beast. That thing...
I'm waiting for that branch to come down there and just crack your fiberglass. Can you imagine the lawyers' calls from the Assyrian wars?
What the...
when that branch comes down up there.
That's why I don't like being under this tree. It's...
Well, you liked it when it was hot.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to cut this van over, right, so I can get it mobile. Oh, that pie was delicious.
Finally, those bratty kids went to sleep. See? An hour ago.
It's nice and quiet.
You still hear these cars here with their exhausts.
Dogs.
Was that a dog howling?
Yep. There's a dog howling. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it tonight and get a good start tomorrow. I got to make hay tomorrow because, you know, next day's Monday, and then I'm out of here on Tuesday. So I want to thank you guys for being on the stream tonight, and yeah, have a wonderful night.
All right, I'm going to go off to a good night, guys.